Howdy out there, everybody. We're going to be starting in about 15 minutes till auction time. So get your mojito or your hablo and your agua because it's hot here. It is hot today. All right, we'll join you in a few. We will be muting audio until 5:30. Thank you. Okay, testing the sound. And encode is up, James? It's not? It is started, James. Should I restart it? Okay. Okay, restarting. How's that? Mr. James. All right, muting out for a moment. Thank you. So if you are joining us on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, welcome everybody. We are experiencing a little bit of a tech difficulty on our bidding platform, which we are working on right now. So if you are on our website, hang with us. I've been texting in the chat and letting everybody know we'll be getting underway as soon as we possibly can. So welcome. Make sure you click the subscribe button if you are tuning in on our streams. Captain's Auction Warehouse has an active and live YouTube channel, as well as a Twitch channel, and we are on Facebook Live as well. So hit the subscribe, hit the like, please, and hang with us. Any updates and all this what do you call it? Pageantry and everything that goes with the tech issues. I just wanted to keep you all informed and up to date. So we'll be joining you on our website for live auction action as soon as we can get underway and I get the thumbs up from our platform administrator. We will get back with you. In the meantime, I will be muting out the sound. Stick with us. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay. Well, as far as I know, I guess we are on now. Okay. All right, welcome everybody to Captain's Auction Warehouse. I guess that was 15, 18 minutes of I'm not quite sure what happened. Well, you know, in the summertime, it seems like I don't know. You can have the best internet. Yeah, they blame it on the heat. Everybody blames it on the heat. I don't know. I got plenty of fans cooling on everything. Anyways, welcome everybody. We're about 18 minutes behind, but that's the beauty about a Wednesday night auction. It's supposed to start at 5:30. You've either beat the traffic, about to get into the traffic, or you're already home. Welcome everybody. I'm glad you're all tuning in. We got a lot of people online with us tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Chris Campbell. I'm the owner of Captain's Auction Warehouse. If this is your first time signing up or registering, welcome to one of our live streamed auction events that's happening, rolling out as you see it. You'll be able to bid and purchase live online in real time. This is an online auction only, so we are going to be fielding bids from all over the country, all over the world actually. We've got some internationals that are tuned in, so welcome everybody. If you're tuning in on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, which are our additional pages and streaming platforms, welcome everybody. Make sure you click on the subscribe button so you can be notified of any of the events that are going to be up and coming. We've been starting to do these Wednesday night sales in between our large auctions. We've got a lot of pinball machines, odds and ends, antique parts, antique games, all types of items that we like to put out in another format. We do have a lot of people that are just looking for that equipment, and since our auctions are generally 13, 14, 15 hours long, we like to do these mid-month sales as well. My crew enjoys it. We get to move some stuff, and it seems like everybody really enjoys the auction format. So welcome if you're new, and if you are returning, thank you very much for returning to our auctions. You have to be registered to bid on the items that are being sold here tonight live. We'll be starting a traditional auction here, starting with lot number 1. All items are going to be sold to the highest bidders. James will be helping me, as he has for many, many years, with all of our online. He'll be in my ear chatting right here, and I will be mediating and helping with the bids as we move along. Let me go ahead and, James, I gotta turn off this mute. I think that should do it. Okay, and I'll be pulling in the bids here. I've got the crew, CC, Lance, and the Island Boy are going to be moving the cameras. Island Boy is being kind of spastic with the camera, so we'll try to keep him, 1, 2, 3 as we go. We're going to be selling all the items as is, where is, with no warranties expressed or implied. We've had pictures up for previews, and we'll be playing and kind of giving you some ideas of what we've found on the games as we go along, to give you the most information that we possibly have, so you can be as educated as possible in your purchase here today. Like I said, we'll be selling working arcade games, working pinball machines, some pinball machines that need a little bit of help or a little bit of work. They are all really nice though. An assortment of old gallery style arcade games from the 60s and 70s. Plus we got a lot of pinball art, backglass and all that, and we'll try to describe it as we go. For those of you that are wondering about shipping and pickup, we are open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you can freely come in and pick up your items. Check out with the counter here. We will be working with paid invoices. We can help you move your equipment out, or we can offer a packing and a shipping service for a fee. We can ship just about anywhere in the contiguous United States. If you are international, we'll have to make arrangements with you for that, so just contact our office when it comes to that. We accept all major forms of payment, which is all your major credit cards. We accept cash, wire transfer, ACH, company check with a bank letter of guarantee. There is a buyer's premium of 18% that goes on top of all the hammer fees. There is a 3% discount on your buyer's premium if you pay in cash or wire transfer. contact our office for more details on that. California sales tax does apply on all in California sales. If you are from out of state and you drive in and you're going to pick up your own items, you are responsible to pay California sales tax. It's just the law. Details on that when you get your invoice. So with all that stuff being said, our terms and conditions are clearly listed on our website, as well as wherein you signed up. If you have any other questions about any of those items, ins and outs, times, views and policies, check that out right here. We're going to sell all this equipment. It's in here on consignment from various consigners around the country. We're going to start with lot number 1 right here. This is a brand new 60-in-1 bar height cocktail table. When I say bar height, that's approximately 42 inches tall. As you can see, Cece can lean up against the top of it. This is a coin operated ready brand new cocktail table with a plexiglass top, 60 classic games in one, brand new LCD monitor inside, 60 classic games. It's head-to-head play all the way. What do you say we're not doing this one here? We're at 500 to go. 500 here, 600. 600 on bid, 600 to go one time. 500 to 6. 600 bid, 600 to go one time. 500 to 600. 500 to 6 on a brand new cocktail table. 60 games in one right here. Coin Op ready, 2-player, brand new. It's right there. It's all for you. 500 here, 600. 600 bid, 600 to go one time. 6 here, 700. 7 to bid, 7 to go. 6 here, 7. 7 to bid, 7 to go one time. So go to 7. 6 here, look at 7. 7 to bid, 7 to go one time. What do you say we're going to do? What's it going to be? Anybody else? All done all through? 6 here, 700. 700 one time. How about 6.5? 650 to go one time. 600, 6.5. 650. 650. One more time. So it's your way, $600.
Thank you very much.
254 is the winning bidder, 254. All right, here we go. Lot number 2, this is a brand new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Pandora DX drive board in it. It's got a brand new LCD. It's a brand new cabinet, Coin Op 4-player, lollipop color joysticks on it. Looking clean, bright and tight, ready to fight here. Looking at 3. 3 here, 400. 4 to bid, 500. 600 to go one time. 500 to 6. 600 to go one time on a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 5 here, 600. 6 to bid, 600 to go one time. 500 to 6. 500 to 6. 600 to go one time. 600. 6 to bid, 600 to go one time. What do you say we're going to do? What's it going to be? Brand new. Here we go. 500 to 6. 500 to 6. 600 to go one time. It is super clean. I mean, it is clean because it's brand new. 500 here, 600. 6 to bid, 600 to go one time. 500 to 600. 6 to bid, 6 to go one time. 5 here, 5.5. 5.5 to go one time. 5, 5.5 on a brand new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 5 here, 5.5, 550. 550 to go one time. Anybody else all through? 5.5 here, look at 600. 6 to bid, 6 to go one time. 5.5 here, look at 6. 5.5 here, 600 here, 6.5. 6.5 to go one time. 6.5. 6 here, look at 6.5. 6.5, 650. 650 to go one time. Anybody else all through? 600 here going once. 600 here going twice. A third and final call done all through. 6 here, 6.5. 650. 650 one time. 700. 7 to bid, 7 to go one time. 6.5 here, 7. 6.5 here, look at 7. 7 to bid, 7 to go one time. 6.5 here, 700. 700. 700 one more time. 650 once. 650 twice. Third and final call down through. 6.5 here, 700. One more time. Don't let it get away. One more time. All done all through. So it's your way, $650. 198 is the winning bidder. 198. I think we got a couple more arcade games coming up later. All right, we got pinball machines. Lot number 3 is a Gottlieb torch. This is a beautiful, original condition, shopped out, 1980 Gottlieb torch System 1. It's got a beautiful play field on it. It's all there. It's got the, I don't know if it has a very target. It's got the rotary target up top, which is working. It's got a beautiful play field, Olympic themes right here. Gottlieb Gordon Morrison artwork on it, looking beautiful. Beautiful piece right here. Pinball machines are on, they've always been on the rise, but they are in popularity now. More and more locations want these pinball machines, and especially a lot of these street level playfield pinballs. Like this one is a 1980. All the drop targets are working. Displays are all there, bright and tight, looking good. Here we're at 500. 500 here, 600. 600 bid, 600 go one time. 500 600. 600 bid, 600 go one time. 500 6 for a beautiful 1980 Gottlieb's torch. This is an International Olympics theme pinball machine right here. 500 here, 600. 600 bid, 600 go one time. 500 6. 500 6. 600 go one time. 500 600. 600 bid, 600 go one time. What do you say we're going to do? What's going to be? I got 600, 700. 600 7, 7 to bid, 7 to go one time. 600 7. 6 here, 7, 7 to bid, 7 to go one time. 600 7. 6 here, 7, 7 to bid, 7 to go one time. Anybody else all through? 6 here, look at 700, 700. 7 here, look at 800. 8 at a bid, 8 to go one time. 7 here, look at 8. 8 at go one time. 800, 900. I got 8, look at 9. 9 at a bid, 9 to go one time. 8 look at 9. 8 here, look at 9. 9 at a bid, 9 to go one time. On a beautiful condition. Torch. Don't need to really do anything to this right here. Comes with key. It has the original keys, the lock, everything on it. I mean, this thing is super, super tight. Beautiful here. 8 look at 900. 9 at a bid, 9 to go one time. 8 look at 9. 8 here, 9. 9 at a bid, 9 to go one time. 8 look at 900. 9 out of bid, 9 to go one time. One more time. Anybody else a dollar through? 800 here going once. 800 here going twice. A third and final call done all through. 8 look at 900. 900. 900 bucks to go one time. About 8 and a half. 850. 850 to go one time. 800, 8 and a half. 850. 850. One more time. Once. 850 here. 900 to go one time. 8 and a half here to go 9. 8 and a half here to go 9. 9 to bid. 9 to go one time. 8 and a half here to go 900. 8 and a half here to go 9. 9 to bid. 9 to go one time. 8 and a half here 900. 9 out of bid. 9 to go one time. On a beautiful condition. Torch. 1980 Gottlieb. It is all there. It's super, super nice. Working condition. 850 here to go 900. 900. We're going to sell it. 850 going once. 850 going twice. I gotta account for the lag in some people. They gotta take that extra second to get that bid in. 8 and a half here to 900. 900 one more time. Third and final call. 900. Here we go. So it's your way. $850. 228 is the winning bidder. 228. 228. All right, next up, lot number 4. This is a Playmatic 1977 4-player speakeasy. Has a mechanical back box, meaning it's got electromechanical items in the back. Aside from the number reels, it has the slot machine reels in there. What's that, CC? Oh yeah, our test player is in here. If you see, the slot machine reels are actually working there. It looks like, so playfield, the backglass, everything on this, with some of these import pinball machines, they look beautiful. The playfields are in beautiful condition. I mean, look at that. The clear coat they use on it, this one's been well loved. It looks like it's been taken care of. There's a little bit of flipper drag on the right flipper down there. But overall, this thing is in super, super nice shape. We have a world-renowned pinball player who is actually testing the game right now and playing it. On a speakeasy right here, Playmatic. We're at 500 to go. 500 to 600. 600 bid, 600 go one time. 500 6. 500 6. 600 go one time. Speakeasy is the classic casino theme. 20s, 30s, speakeasy time. I actually like the square top plastics on the thumper bumpers up top. 5 here, 600. 600 bid, 600 go one time. 500 6. 500 6. 600 go one time. On a speakeasy pinball. My Playmatic right here, 500 600, 500 6, 600 go one time, 500 6, 500 6, 600 go one time. What do you say we're going to do? What's it going to be? On a working pinball machine, 4-player electromechanical. What do you guys say we're going to do? 5 here, 600, 600 bid, 600 go one time. 5 here, 5 and a half. 5 and a half to go one time, 5, 5 and a half. 5 here, look at 5 and a half, 550. 550 go one time, 5, 5 and a half, 5 and a half, one time. 5 here, 5 and a half. We're going to sell it. 5 here, 5 and a half. You want to go one time? I have $500 going once. $500 here going twice. 550 here, 600 to go one time. Somebody woke up. 5 and a half here, 600. 600 bid, 600 to go one time. 5 and a half here, 600. 6 here, 6 and a half. 6 here, look at 6 and a half, 650. 650 to go one time, 6 and a half. I mean, this thing looks brand new, even for I know it does. For 1977, I mean, you could pass it off as almost new. If our professional player even got out of the way, you would see even the coin door on it is like brand new. I mean, everything about this thing is like super, super tight. Real, real nice, original condition. It's all there. 6 here, 6 and a half. 6 and a half to go one time. Anybody else $1 through? 600 once. $600 here going twice. Third and final call done all through. 6 here, 6 and a half. 650. Sold your way, $600. 187. 187 is the winning bidder. 187. Nice. Always the highlight of your Wednesdays. Thank you very much for tuning in. Always. All right, we got a Big Shot 2-player electromechanical. It's a 1974 Gottlieb Big Shot 2-player game. We're at 500 to go. 500 600. 600 bid, 600 go one time. 500 600. 500 6, 600 go one time. 500 6. 500 6, 600 go one time. This is a great pool theme. Drop targets up the right and left sides right there. Pop bumpers. The drop targets are working. It's looking good. It's got the little mini scoop in the middle there. 500 points and an open gate. Beautiful shape. We're at 500 600. 600 bid, 600 go one time. 500 6. 500 6, 600 go one time. 500 600. 600 bid, 600 go one time. Got the Gordon Morrison artwork on it. Beautiful condition. 5 here, 600. 600 bid, 600 go one time. 5 here, 5.5. 550 to go one time. 5, 5.5. 5.5 to go one time. 5.5 here, 600 to go one time. 5.5 here, look at 6. 5.5 here, look at 6. 600 go one time. 5.5 here, look at 600. 600 bid, 600 go one time. 5.5 here, look at 600. 5.5 here, look at 6. 600 go one time. And also done all through. 550 once. 550 here, going twice. A third and final call done all through. 5.5 here, 600. 600. 600. One more time. Sold your way, $550. 253 is the winning bidder. 253. Congratulations on that. All right, next up we have a beautiful 1966 Central Park by Gottlieb right here. Now, I mean, the next best thing is we can't get it. We just couldn't get it to power up.
Yeah, it's completely dead.
So it's just not powering up. It is complete. It's all there. It's got a beautiful playfield on it. I mean, there's been some effort put into the playfield. The backglass is immaculate. It actually has a mechanical backglass with the bell in there. So you got the bell with a monkey. But we just can't get it to fire up. This is going to be somebody's gem right here. I'll tell you, you just put a few minutes into it. I don't know what it's going to, it may be a new cord, might need a new cord. That could be it. But we're going to sell it just like this right here. It's in very, very nice condition. They did do a repaint job on the cabinet. It was a good attempt on it. The playfield's in beautiful shape, needs a rubber kit. And you need to get it powered up, and there you go. We're at 600 to go. That's 600, 700. 7 to bid, 7 to go one time, 3 to 7. 600 to 7, 7 to bid, 7 to go one time, 3 to 700. On a Central Park, 1966 Gottlieb wedge head. I think this is so Roy Parker artwork on this too. Beautiful shape. I love his artwork as well. Central Park. It's a great theme. 6 here, 6.5. 650 to go one time. 6.5. 6.5 to go one time. What do you say? 6.5 here. 700 to go one time. 700. 7.5. 7 here. Look at 7.5. 750. 750 to go one time. 7.5. 800. 800 to go one time. 7.5 here. Look at 8. 7.5 here. Look at $80 on one time. 7.5 here. Look at 800. 7.5 here. Look at $80 on one time. 7.5 here. Look at 800. 800. $800 bid. 800 to go one time. Anybody else look down through? 750 here going once. 750 here going twice. A third and final call, done all through, 7.5 here, 800, 800 one more time, 800. Anybody else done all through? 800 here, look at 8.5, 850 one time, 800 here going once, $800 going twice. Third and final call, done all through, 800, 8.5, 850, 850, 850 one more time. Sold your way, $800. 187, 187, congratulations, another great buy there. All right, next up we have a very popular, this is a Sonic Mars Trek. So this Mars Trek, is it coining up? Oh, come on, really? So we have a Mars Trek here. I think it's like a 77 Mars Trek. So the right flipper assembly needs some work on it. Cece put a ball in it here. We're gonna go ahead and get it coined up. Let's see what we got. I thought I was playing it last night.
Were you really?
Well, it all reset back to 0.
Okay.
Well, it means I hit start and then all the numbers go back to 0 like they do on electromechanicals. That's what that means. All right, I'm going to let Cece play with it just for a second.
Well, I can't get it to start.
Can't get it to start? All right, so on the Mars Trek right here, we're having a hard time coining it up. So, yeah, it's a beautiful machine. As you can tell, playfield's immaculate. It's got like a brand new front door on it. Looks good. Back glass looks great. It's been shopped out, but it has a problem with the right flipper, and apparently it's not coining up. So it does power up, and it's all there. Back glass is good. Here we go, we're at 4 here, 500. I have 500, 600. 500, 600 go one time, 500, 6. 500, 600 go one time, 500, 600. 600 on bed, 600 go one time. And a Mars Trek right here, 500, 600. I have 500, 600 go one time. Needs a little bit of tech work. Another one that looks brand new. 5 here, 600. A 6 a bid, 600 go one time. Anybody else $1 through? $500 going once. $500 going twice. A third and final call, done all through 500, 600. 600, 600 one time. 600. So it's way $500. Buyer 300, 300. All right, next up, lot number 8 is a Trident Stern pinball machine right here. It is marked as it does power up, but we're not getting the displays or the game to boot up. And that is in the notes. Another beautiful looking pinball machine that needs some help. Tech-wise, but that's why a lot of these machines are right here tonight. People that know how to tune and tweak on some of these pinballs right here are going to have a great time with some of these. On the Stern Trident right here, cool playfield too. I'm not quite sure, you know, if we're just going to show, you know, the views or the playfields and get them moving along, but. And there you go on the Trident. We're at 300 to go. 3 look at 400. 4 to bid, 4 to go one time, 3 look at 4. 3 look at 4, 4 to bid, 4 to go one time, 3 at 400. 4 look at 5. 4 here, 500. 5 to bid, 5 to go. 5 to here, 600. 6 to bid, 6 to go one time. Yeah, because if you look at the artwork and the beauty on some of these games, because Island Boy will be showing you the whole game as best we can. 5 here, 600. You'll see that the artwork on some of these cabinets is fantastic. The playfields are in great shape. They just need little tunes and tweaks on them to get it on the way. Yeah, 6 here, 700. 7 look at 800. 7 here at $8 on time, 7 or 800. 7 here at $8 on time, 7 or 800. And the Stern pinball machines are super, super popular, especially the street level pins. From the late 70s, early 80s, people love to collect them. They're hard to find. With all the newer Sterns that are coming out, they're here to stay. They are built to last, built to work. Little tunes and tweaks, and you'll be on your way. We're at 900 to 1,000. 900 to 1,000, 1,000 bid, 1,000 come one time, 900 to 1,000. 900 to 1,000, 1,000 bid, 1,000 come one time. What do you say? What do I do? It's going to be? Anybody else $1 through? 900 going once. $900 going twice. And that playfield, that's the best looking Trident I have seen around. 11 here to 1,200. A 12 to bid, 12 to go one time, 11 to 12. 11 to 12, 12 to bid, 12 to go one time, 11 to 12. Not only that, but the back glass is in beautiful, beautiful condition as well. Usually they're pretty shot out, worn out, but this one is not. This is in really, really nice shape. Take advantage here today. Get the right price at 11 here to 12. 11 to 12, 12 to bid, 12 to go one time. What do you say? What do I do? What's it going to be? How about 11 and a half? 11.50. 11.50 to go one time. 11 here, 11 and a half. 11 and a half to go one time. What do you say? What do I do? What's it going to be? 11 here, 1150, 1150. Somebody asked, I'll give it to you. 1100 going once. 1150, 1200, 12 to bid, 12 to go one time, 1150 look at 12. 1150 here, look at 12, 12 to bid, 12 to go one time, anybody else all through? 1150 here going once. 1150 here going twice. A third and final call done all through. 11 half here, look at 1200, 1200, $1,200 bid, 12 to go one time. One more time. So it's your way, $1,150. 162. 162 is the winning bidder. All right, next up we have Buck Rogers. This is a Buck Rogers pinball machine right here. This is one that does power up, but it is not coin up. So it is a bit of a project right here. It's got a really nice playfield. It's got a good backglass. 3 out of 4 of the displays are up and working. But we will sell it as a System 1 project right here. It's looking good though, all the way around. We're at 900 to go. 900,000. 900,000, 1,000 bid, 1,000 come one time, 900,000. 900,000, 1,000 bid, 1,000 come one time. What do you say we're going to do? It's going to be 900,000. 1,000 bid, 1,000 come one time. What do you say we're going to do? It's going to be 900, 1,000. Oh, 1,000 bid, 1,000 come one time. 900, 1,000. 900, 9.5. How about 950? 950 to go one time, 900, 9.5. 900, look at 9.5, 9.5, 950. 950 to go one time, anybody else $1 through, 900 once. $900 going twice. I love the artwork on that. It says on that yellow sheet, boots up. Boots up, but it won't start. There you go. But the artwork on the playfield is awesome. The back glass is intact, as I can see, and the cabinet's actually really, really nice. A little bit of work, and here we go. 900, 9.5. You know that, or you put one of those all-in-one boards in, and you're good to go. I got 900 here going once. $900 going twice. A third and final call. 950 here to 1,000. 950 here to 1,000. 1,000 here, 1050. 1050 to go one time. 1,000 here, 1050. 1,000 here, 1050. 1050 to go one time. 1,000 here, 1050. 1,000 here, 1050. 1050 to go one time. What do you say we're going to do? It's going to be $1,000 here going once. $1,000 here going twice. Third and final call done all through. $1,000 one time. 1050. 1050. 1050 to go one time. 1050 here. 1,100 to go. 1050 here at 11. 1050 here at 11. 1100 go one time. Anybody else done all through? 1050 here going once. 1050 here going twice. A third and final call done all through. 1050 1100. 1100. 1100. One more time. Internet, you're in and you're out. One more time. 1100. For the Buck Rogers. Those displays are tight too. I'm not sure about the player 3 one down there. Probably just out, or it could need to be rejuved. Third and final call done all through. 1050, 1100. 1100, 11.5. 11 here, 11.5 to go one time. 11 here, 11.5. 11 here, look at 11.5. 11.5 to go one time. 1100 once. 1100 here going twice. A third and final call done all through. 11 here, 11.5. 11.5 one time. 1150. 1150. One more time. There's my 11.5 guy from last time. Oh, is that from the last one, James? He's asking for 1150 again. That was from the last item. Well, he can go ahead and hit it again one more time. 1150, 1100 once, twice. Third and final call done all through for the Buck Rogers in all its glory, in all its heyday right there. I don't know who played Buck Rogers in the show. I can't remember, but the dude looks like one of the early James Bond guys. George Lazenby. I don't know. Maybe it is him. Third and final call done all through. Sold your way, $1,100. 187 slated again. 187. Next up, lot number 10. Hi, CC. Where are you going? Yeah. Okay. Let's play. Lot number 10. Gil Gerard played Buck Rogers. Thank you very much for that 343 Gmail. Gil Gerard. That name's familiar. I mean, I remember seeing it as Buck Rogers and something else too, but thank you for that. All right, lot number 10. This is a working 1978 Williams Flash. Steve Ritchie design. My favorite pinball designer, Steve Ritchie. Had a storied career starting with Atari, Williams, Stern, then Stern again, then Jersey Jack. So I love this game right here. Williams Flash will always hold a spot in my heart. I remember playing it brand new, Big O Skate Park, when it first rolled out, 1978, playing hooky. I love Flash. It's all there. It's playing. It doesn't have the... this is like the one game with the inlanes that don't switch, so it's really difficult to light them all up. On a Flash, this is a great condition piece right here. It's looking good. We're at 600 to go. 600, 700, 7 to bid, 7 to go one time, 6 to 7, 6 to 7, 7 to bid, 7 to go one time, and a working Flash pinball machine. 6 to 7, 6 to 7, 7 to bid, 7 to go one time, the Steve Ritchie game. 6 to 700. Got a nice playfield on it too. Yeah, it's all right. 700, look at 800. 8 a bid. 8 to go one time, 7 or 8. 7 here, $8 on time, 7 or 800. 7 here, $8 on time, 7 or 800. No halves here. 7 here, $8 on time on a Steve Ritchie pin right here. Always holding their value and increasing. This was a mass-produced pin, but still a well sought-after pinball. I mean, it's a great action game. Williams has some of the audio tracks like no others. I love the build-up and the thundering mayhem that goes with all the Flash audios. And ripping the spinners. 7 here, 800. 800 to one time, 7 here, Canadian. 7 here, $8 on top, 7 here, 800. 7 here, $8 on top, 7 here, 800. 800 a bid. 800 to one time, 800, 900. 900 bid, 900 to one time, 800 9. 800 9, 900 bid, 900 to one time, look at 800. 8 9 900. 900 bid, 900 to one time. What do you say? But I know it's going to be 800 9. 800 9, 900 bid, 900 to one time, 800 9. 800 9, 900 bid, 900 to one time. What do you say? But I know it's going to be? Don't let it get away one more time. 8 look at 900. 8 look at 900 bid. 900 one time. 8 900. 900. 900 one more time. 900 1,000. 900 1,000. 1,000 bid. 1,000 one time. 900 1,000. 900 1,000. 1,000 bid. 1,000 one time. 900 once. $900 going twice on this Steve Ritchie piece that Cece's playing right now with vigor. Playing, all the drop targets are working. Flippers are rocking it. All the displays are up, bright, tight, ready to fight. It's like all the Ritchie designs are all fighting pins right here. They are fast, relentless. 9 here to 1,000, one more time. $900 going once, $900 going twice. Third and final call done all third, 9 to 1,000. 1,000 bid, one more time. So it's away, $900. 162 is the winning bidder, 162. All right, next up we got the Gottlieb kicker, or I'm sorry, not Gottlieb. This is a Chicago coin, 1966 wedge head Chicago coin. Powers up, clicks. Looks like it goes to zeros. Well, it's a click, click, clicking. So it's going to need a little bit of tuning. Yeah, I see all the wheels are moving. This has a mechanical back box on it. Chicago coin. Playfield looks all right. Not quite sure. I guess it is. All the way around here. We're at 2 here, 300. 3 to bid, 30 to one time. It's got 3 captive balls on the playfield. It's the mini flippers. Kind of like mirroring what Gottlieb did. Gottlieb has the wedge heads, so Chicago coin, same thing. Cool artwork. Football, soccer theme. It's a great little project game right here. Probably won't take much to get it going. The side art looks good on this. It is basically like a Gottlieb, but the Chicago coin door and everything on it. Super cool. Thank you, Cece. All right, that way you can see a little bit more of the game. We're at 2 here, 300. 3 to bid, 30 to one time, 2 to 3. 2 look at 3, 3 to bid, 30 to one time, 2 here. 2 look at 3, 3 to bid, 30 to one time, 2 here. 2.5. 2 here, look at 2.5 to 50. 250 to one time, 200, 2.5. 250 to go one time in a project game right here. 250 here, 300 go. 3 to 3.5. 3 here, look at 350. 350 to go one time, 300, 3.5. 3 here, look at 3.5, 3.5, 350. 3 to go one time, 300, 3.5. 3.5. 350 to go one time, and we also dial through. 300 once. $300 here going twice. A third and final call down through 3, 3.5, 3.5, 350. One more time. Yeah, I mean, with the electromechanicals, yeah, it'll take a little bit of tuning and tweaking, but at least you know it's all there. The whole game is there. It's not missing anything. 3, 3.5, one more time. So it's your way, $300. 159, 159. All right, next up we have a pinball dolly. This is Carrier, the coffin cart right here, lot number 12. We're at 300 to go. 3 here, 3.5. 3 here, look at 350. 350 to go one time. 3, 3.5, 3.5. 350 to go one time. Anybody else dial through? 3, 3.5. These are valuable pieces. You need them. 3.5 here, look at 400. 4 to bid, front to go one time. 3.5 here, look at 4. 3.5 here, 4, 4.5. 4 here, look at 4.5. 450. 4 to go one time. 4 to 4.5. 4 here, look at 4.5. 450. 4 to go one time. 4 to 4.5. 4.5. 450. One more time. Anybody else dial through? 400 once, twice. Third and final call. 4, 4.5. So it's way $400. 245, 245 for the guy who needs that to move his pinballs out. No problem. All right, next up, lot number 13. Lot number 13 is locked. It does power up. This is a mechanical slot machine. This is the Gold Strike. It's an antique slot. It'll take coins in, but we can't. We got the handle cranking, but we can't get the door open. It's unlocked. There's no lock in the door, but I couldn't get my finger in there to open that door up. So I've already tried, so it's a bit too late to go ahead and try. If you had a screwdriver, you could probably do it. But it probably won't take much. There is no lock on that door, so I think with a screwdriver, you could probably move the mechanism, flip the mechanism up, open the door, see what's up on the inside with the hopper. You're buying it like I see it right here. It's got the Bell Fruit Company reels on it. This is a really cool antique slot right here. I mean, it is cool. It's a countertop. You can, yeah, it's a little guy right here. I don't know, can you close up on the reels at all? Can I see any of that? Wyatt, Island Boy, can you do something? Yeah, there you go. And the artwork's cool, everything on there. We're at 100 to go. At 100 here, look at 2. 2 to bid, 2 to go one time. 1 look at 2. 2 look at 3. 2 look at 3. 3 to bid, 3 to go one time. 2 to 300. 2 look at 3. 3 to bid, 3 to go one time. 2 to 3. 2 look at 3. 3 to bid, 3 to go one time. So winning $10 or $15 was a big deal. $25 was huge back then. So it probably does have that much quarters in it. And I'm not sure what year this is from, but it is a mechanical slot. So the mechanicals go way back. And with the Bell Fruit Company with the 3 reels like that, I'm going to anticipate this is probably from the 50s maybe. And somebody who's bidding on it probably already knows. On the Gold Strike, we're at 2 here, 300. 2 look at 3, 3 bid, 3 to go one time, 2 to 3. 2 look at 3, 3 bid, 3 to go one time, 2 here, 300. 3 bid, 3 to go one time. What do you say we're going to do? What's it going to be? 2 look at 3, 3 to bid, 3 to go one time, 2, 2.5. 250 to go one time, 2, 250, 250, 250 to go one time. Anybody else will dial through? $200 going once. $200 going twice. A third and final call dial through, 2, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 250. 250 here, 300 to go one time, 2.5 here, look at 3. 2.5 here, look at 3, 3 bid, 3 to go one time, 2.5 here, 300. 2.5 here, look at 3, 3 bid, 3 to go one time, 2.5 once. 250 here going twice. A third and final call dial through, 2.5 here, 300, 300, 300, one more time. So it's your way, $250. 245 is the winning bidder, 245. All right, next up, lot number 14. This is a Silver Dollar Saloon. This is one of those shooting galleries that has a on the coin door. It would be a metal steely shoots them steel balls at the target. I think you can still get those guns. This is actually the U.S. Marshal Silver Dollar Saloon cabinet. So this is like one of the original little vendors right here. You put in a dime and you shoot at the targets in there. This is missing that front door and the gun, so if you have the gun, which a lot of people have the different pieces that go along with it, so you put this together, and you know, I know with the gun at one time, some of these machines, they can bring thousands of dollars when they are complete. So buy it for a project right here. It's got little wood rails on it. It's all on the interior, looks great on it. It's got the original artwork painted on it. Here we go. What do you guys say we're gonna do on this one here? Who'll give me $100 to go? $100 bid, 100 go one time. On a little gun piece right here, it's got pinball legs on it. It's all set. You could even make it a countertop if you want. Take it apart, make it beautiful. $50, 50 to go, one time. What do you say we're gonna do is gonna be 50. $50 bid, 50 to go, 50 to start. One time, $50. I got 25. 25 here, look at 50. 25 here, look at 50. $50 bid, 50 to go one time. 25 here, look at 50. 25 here, look at 50. $50, 50 to go one time. Anybody else have done all through? 25 here, look at 50. Somebody's bidding in the chat there. 50 here, 75. 50 here, 75. 75 to go one time. Anybody else have done all through? $50 once. $50 here going twice. A third and final call done all through. 50 here, 75. 75. There's a guy who probably has a gun, and now it's going to be worth $1,000. But that's how it goes. 50 here, 75. 75. So it's away, $50. 159 is the winning bidder. 159. All right. All right, next up, lot number 15. We have a Chicago coin motorcycle. This is one of the early upright driving games right here. So motorcycle. So some of these games, we got them to power up, but they're going to need a little bit of work. They're electromechanical. So that means all the pieces are in there. Everything's in there. It's just with some of the EMs, they need some tuning. They need some cleaning and some little bit of love. Put them back together, and then you got a grand machine. So on the motorcycle, did it credit up?
It says here, credit when lit. Oh, so it doesn't have credit.
And you can see it's lit up, and you can see the track in there and everything. But the all the electromechanicals, they just need a little bit of tuning and tweaking. So here we go on the motorcycle upright right here. We're at 100. 100 here, look at 2. 2 at a bid, 2 to go one time, 1 look at 200. For an antique piece, 100 here, look at 2. 2 at a bid, 2 to go one time, 1 here, look at 200. All right, on the motorcycle, we're at 100 here, 100 and a half. 100 and a half to go one time, 100 here, 150. A 150 to go one time, 100 here, 100 and a half. No, not yet. I got 150 here, 200. A 150 here, look at 2, 2 at a bid, 10 to go one time, 150 here, look at 200. 200 here, 2 and a half. 200 here, look at 2 and a half, 2 and a half to 50. 250 to go one time, 2 and 2 and a half. For the motorcycle, Chicago coin right here. Super clean, too. I mean, it is not working. Gerald, thank you very much. We'll see you. Tell them where you got it.
Captain.
You got it at Captain's. That's right, Captain's Auction Warehouse. This is the plug, Captain's Auction Warehouse. Your authorized and official Stern pinball distributor right here. 2 here, look at 2 and a half, 2 and a half to 50. 250 one time, anybody else $1 through? $200 only once. 250 here, 300 to go one time, 2 and a half here, look at 3. 2 and a half here, look at 3, 3 to bid, 10 to go one time, 2 and a half here, 300. 2 and a half here, look at 3, 3 to bid, 10 to go one time, 2 and a half here, 300. 3 to bid, 10 to go one time. Everybody else $1 through, 250 once. 250 here going twice. A third and final call, 300 here, 3 and a half. 3, 3 and a half, 3 and a half to go one time, 3, 3 and a half. 3, look at 3 and a half, 3 and a half, 350. 350 to go one time, 300 once, twice. A third and final call, $1 through, 3, 3 and a half, 3 and a half. One more time. One time, 3, 3 and a half. So it's your way, $300. 212 is the winning bidder, 212. That's all right, moving on. All right, next up we got a World Series. This is a Williams World Series, or I'm sorry, Chicago Coin World Series Baseball, Deluxe World Series. We sell some of these front plexiglass too. This one's in nice condition. I believe it does power up. Needs to be plugged in. Well, there's an on-off switch on the top. All the way up towards the front. Well, I got pictures of it with, it's got power. Maybe it is unplugged. I don't know. It does show the players.
Okay. I'll take a moment to come down here. I'm tall, so I can kind of see.
But the pictures show it with some lighting. It was not working. So the game wasn't actually working, but we did get AC power to it. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe the cord has been a little bit pulled. You buy it like you see it right here. What's that?
My power strip just went out.
Oh, it did?
Yep.
So that might do it.
They get a different power strip there.
All right, we're going to take a quick moment. They're going to try and get us some AC power. For station identification. All right, you're putting in a new power strip? All right, putting up a new power strip, and we will be right back with you. Stay tuned. Said the power is
There's 5 fuses.
all right, I'm tuning this back in. Okay, we're back. So we've plugged it in. We did have pictures of it working from yesterday, and Cece is telling me there is a fuse that's missing now. Maybe that could be it, maybe not. It's a nice condition World Series. Going to need a little bit of tuning. It's all there. It's complete. Still looks good. Cabinet's nice. Everything's there, so we're going to sell it as it is. We're at 100 to go. At 100 here, look at 2 at a bid, 10 to go one time. This is a pitch and bat deluxe World Series Chicago coin. At 100 here, 2. 1 here, look at 2 at a bid, 10 to go one time. 1 look at 200. A 1 look at 2 at a bid, 10 to go one time. 1 look at 2. A 2 at a bid, 10 to go one time. What do you say, Blondie? What's it going to be? 100 here, look at 200. A 1 look at 2 at a bid, 10 to go one time. 1 here, 1.5. A 150 to go one time. 100 here, 150. 150 to go one time. What do you say, Blondie? What's it going to be? 100 here, 150 here, 200 to go one time. 1.5 here, look at 2. A 1.5 here, look at 2 at a bid, 10 to go. Oh, 200, 2.5. 2 here, look at 2.5. 250. 250 to go one time. 200, 2.5. 250 to go one time. Anybody else all through? 200 once. $200 here going twice. A third and final call down all through. 2, 2.5, 2.5, 250. 250 to go one time. Don't let a little lack of AC power scare you away. Third and final call down all through. So it's away $200. 302 couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. All right, next up, line number 17. 17. How you doing there, Island Boy? You doing okay? All right, man. Make sure you hydrate. It's hot out there. I know there's states where it's hotter right now, but you know, we're where we're at. All right, next up we got a Bally batting practice. Wow, check this out. 1959 wood rail.
Does this have power for you?
No. But now it does, right? All right, so we'll take this. See, I took pictures of this yesterday and it wasn't powering up. Today, this one powers up. It's a 1959 wood rail Bally batting practice, pitch and bat. It actually, it's got a paddle switch. Okay, so it actually has a brass bat, which is actually pretty cool. It's going to need some tune-up on it, but it's actually really, really nice. I mean, check that out. This is super cool. All right, James, you're on the right one. 1959 Bally wood rail pitch and bat right here. We're at 100 to go. Out 100 here, look at 2. It's got power to it, but it's going to need some reset. The reels need to be reset. But this is an all-complete Bally piece right here. Bally batting practice, 2-player pitch and bat. We're at 100 here, look at 2, 2 at a bid, 2 to go one time, 1 look at 200. Oh, 1 look at 2, 2 at a bid, 2 to go one time. What do you say? What I'm doing? It's going to be original paint, original art, looking cool. I don't know, 1959. That is well over 60 years old right there. And it's still going strong, needs a little bit of a tune-up, and that's about it. 100 here, look at 2, 2 at a bid, 2 to go one time, 1 look at 200. Oh, 1 look at 2. Pitch and bats have always held their values and maintained. If you have them all rehabbed and refurbished. This is actually cool. It has the little steel cigarette guards on the side. You got it to go. Well, you got the reels to stop anyway, so that's a good sign. Get it to coin up. 100 here, look at 150. 150 to go one time, 100 here, look at 100 and a half. 100 and a half to go one time, 100 here, 150. Oh, 150 to go one time, 100 here, 100 and a half. 1 here, look at 150. 150 to go one time. I mean, they made the bat out of brass, which is actually super cool. I think it's cool. I know, right? Yeah, I don't know. 100 here, 100 and a half to go one time. Anybody else $1 through? I had $100 here going once. We're gonna sell it. Hey, CC's coining it up too. See, it's got 2 players going. So it needs big brass balls in there, I think. 100 here, 100 and a half. 150, 150 to go one time. Anybody else $1 through? $100 once. Twice. Third and final call, done all through. 100 here, 100 and a half. 150. Wow, what a deal.
Come on, it's almost there.
I know it is. It's almost there. 150, 150. Sold it your way, $100.
Wow.
159. 159 is the winning bidder. You need to plug that one in. It was plugged into the old power strip.
Yes, I know.
All right, next up we have the AmeriCoin. This is the junkyard digger, a novelty crane, so the junkyard. Let CC power it up here. It does. Yeah, it is powered up.
Oh, it just turned off.
Oh, well, there's a switch back there. That's fine.
Okay, back on again.
All right, so leave it turned on this time.
Need some love.
So it needs a little bit of love. But it does power up there. It's got the crane. It's got all those little automobiles, all the crashed junkyard automobiles. Did you get it to ding? Nice.
That was the coin.
Well, that's the coin up right there. Well, there it goes, and I see the dumper is working.
The clock working?
I hear the motor's working in there too. It's trying. So it needs a little bit of a tune-up, but there is all that life in this right here. On the AmeriCoin junkyard. So the whole object is to scoop up those little tin antique cars that are in there. I see these cars for sale online too, and they're not cheap. I mean, I see them for over $1 or $2 a piece, and you can see the ones that are in the junk down there. If you look down in there, some of them the headlights come on. See the headlights flashing? Yeah, some of those two are fixed to the floor, and then the rest you can pick up and you dump them into that bin. So it needs a little bit of tuning, so it's got that digger. It's made by AmeriCoin right here. It's an old piece, 1976. At $100 opening bid, 100 here, look at 2. 2 at a bid, 2 to go one time, 1 look at 200. 1 look at 2, 2 at a bid, 2 to go one time, 1 look at 200. It's be a cool little project right here to get this thing going. Cool crane. And it's totally enclosed too, so you don't have to fill it with any product. It's just kind of an amusement toy. At 100 here, look at 2, 2 at a bid, 2 to go one time, 1 look at 200. Oh, 1 look at 2, 2 at a bid, 2 to go one time, 1 look at 2. 2 at a bid, 2 to go one time, 1 here, 1 and a half. Oh, 150 go one time, 1 here, 150. Oh, 150 go, 150 here, 200, 2 and a half. 200 here, look at 2 and a half, 250. 250 go one time, 200, 2 and a half. Buy a Maricoin, 200, 2.5. 250 to go one time. Anybody else $1 through? $200 going once. $200 here going twice. 250 here, 300 to go one time. 2.5 here, look at 3. 2.5 here, look at 3. 3 bids to go one time. 2.5 here, 300. Yeah, that's the little dumper. So when they pick it up with a steam shovel, you pour them back in there. And then what it does, it fills it up, and then they dump them out again. Or actually, I think that is the dumper. And you fill it in the top.
You fill 1 and 2, and it drops it out of the bottom.
Yeah, 1 and 2, and it drops it out the bottom. 250 here, 300 bid, 300 go one time. That's what I meant to say. I had 250 here going once, 250 here going twice.
Clock is working, the timer's working?
Yeah, the clock is working on it, right?
Yeah.
Clock, the timer, all that stuff. It just, the crane needs a little bit of tuning. Probably so. Is it on like a regular gantry, like a crane, kind of?
It goes back and forth and right and left.
Back and forth, right and left, similar to a crane, and then you have the up. It's got to go up. 250 here, 275. 275 to go one time. 250 here, 275. 250 here, 275. 275 to go one time. 250 once. 250 here going twice. A third and final call down through. 250 here, 275. Oh, and this one right here was actually down at the Fun Zone in Balboa. Right. It's got history in Orange County. 275 here, 300. 300 bid, 300 here, 3 1/4. Seriously, what? No, it was down there. I remember it down at the Balboa Arcade because that time that I got, well, they put bracelets on me. It's because I had little wax things. I was throwing them in the harbor. That's a different story. But I remember that. When they had the knee in the back of my neck and I looked up, there was a junkyard sitting in the Fun Zone right there. I'm like, oh boy, I should be in there playing that, but I'm out here doing this. 3 1/4. 3 1/4 go one time, 300 once, 300 twice. I just made a confession. Third and final call down through 3 1/4, 3 1/4, one more time. Sold it your way, $300 for the history. 212 is the winning bidder, 212. Congratulations on that. Yeah. I can't deny my past. It's just having fun. But not everybody's idea of fun is the same, so you know. Some it's louder than others. All right, so they were coming in hot with this one right here. This is lot number 19. This is the Aerosmith lower stern cabinet. So this was, I believe it was the Stern Pro with Dirty Donnie art blades in it. So when I guess the customer received this from Stern, the factory, there was a little nick on it, brand new. So at the time he said, hey, I want a brand new cabinet. And so they sent him a brand new cabinet because Stern is that, they are those guys. They'll make it right there. So they sent him that, and then he had this leftover cabinet, and it's got the Dirty Donnie art blades in it for a Stern Aerosmith, or if you wanted to use this cabinet for your Aerosmith, maybe you got a bad cabinet, maybe it looks all worn, you could do a virtual pin, you could do all kinds of stuff. It's actually cool. It's Aerosmith, all Dirty Donnie art. Here we go. We're at 100 here. Look at 2. 1 here. Look at 2. 2 to bid. 2 to go one time for this cabinet right here. Stern. It's like it's a brand new cabinet. It's just a takeout cabinet right here. Lot number 19. Lot 100 here, 100 and a half. 100 and a half to go one time. 100 here, 150. 150 to go one time. 100 here, 100 and a half for the lower box and the Dirty Donnie art blades, which I think those art blades are like what, about 200 bucks?
I don't know. I don't think you can get them.
You can't get them anymore.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they're done. Yeah, like the pinball. Like you can't get it. How to 150 here, 200. 2 to bid, 2 to go one time. 150 here, look at 2. 150 here, look at 2. 2 to bid, 2 to go one time for the lower box. This is a Stern lower box. There's no door with it or anything. It is actually the wood box with all the artwork on the side. Plus it has the Dirty Donnie art blades, which you could actually take out if you wanted to and put them in your Aerosmith or whatever. You really can't get them anymore, and they're not making them anymore. But anybody who knows the Dirty Donnie art, it's pretty awesome. Did some major pulls for Stern Pinballs and Aerosmith, Metallica, and some others. 150 here, 175. 175 to go one time. 150 here, 175. 150 here, look at 175. 175, 175. One more time. 150 once. 150 here, going twice. A third and final call done all through. 1.5 here, 175. Sold your way, $150. 301. 301 is the winning bidder. Congratulations on that. Very cool. All right, now we have a series of pinball art. I call it art. These are like we've got backglass, original pinball backbox backglasses.
The NOS one is later, right?
Yeah. The NOS is later. All right, we're going to start off lot number 20. We've been selling quite a few of these as they come along. A lot of times different stories happen with the cabinets, or people get different back glasses, or the cabinets get destroyed. We end up with these back glasses here. It's fabulous art. A lot of people like to frame this stuff or put it in their machine and upgrade what they have. So there's a lot of different things you can do. This is a 1980 Black Knight original Williams back glass right here. It's mirrored back glass. Back then you didn't have to pay the premium for a mirrored back glass. This is Black Knight and original. It does have some marks on it. It's got a couple of scars in it, but this is an original. It's got great color, but it does have some scuffs in it. We showed that in a front and a back picture listed online, and we try to show it to you right here as well. On the Black Knight, a lot of people have some subpar original Black Knight. Maybe the bulbs burned up and blistered the paint, and that's why you want to upgrade and get a better back glass. This one's very, very nice. On the Black Knight, we'll try to show you the best we can. Like you can see, there's a little scratch from the back right there. You can see it running down the side from player 2 and 4. But the color on it is still really good. It's all the mirror is there, and the yellow is really good. So is the red and the orange, all that color mix. We're at 100 here, 100 and a half. 100 and a half to go one time, 100 here, 150. 150 to go one time, 100 here, 100 and a quarter. 125 to go one time, 100 here, 125. 125 to go one time, 100 here, 100 and a quarter. 100 here, look at 125. 125 to go one time, 100 here, 100 and a quarter. One more time. On a Black Knight original back glass right here. 100 here going once. $100 here going twice. A third and final call down through. 100 here, 100 and a quarter. 125. One more time. So it's way $100. 164, 164. And for those of you that were wondering, if you have to have this back glass shipped, we actually have the boxes and foam to ship individual back glasses, wherever, by small package company. We do have some good packing. We can offer that packing service if you say, I'd like to bid on that, but I'm in North Carolina or wherever. So we can hook you up with that as well. All right, next up we have a 1978 Playboy back glass right here. As you can see, the artwork itself is blistered. It kind of makes them look on the front kind of like from the movie They Live with Roddy Piper. Because when you put on the glasses, and this is the way you see them, but what causes that is the blistering on the back of the back glass. So if you'll show the back there, Cece, but this is an intact back glass. Some of it just blisters or bubbles from heat, due to heat or different variables on there. But this is a very nice back glass for an original Playboy right here. You can use it, it'll still look good. We're at 300 to go. 3 look at 400. 4 to bid, 4 to go one time, 3 look at 4. 3 look at 4, 4 to bid, 4 to go one time, 3 look at 400. 3 look at 4, 4 to bid, 4 to go one time, 3 here, 3 and a half. 3 and a half to go one time, 3, 3 and a half. 3 and here, look at 3 and a half, 350. 3 to go one time, 3, 3 and a half. 3 and a half to go one time, anybody else $1 through? $300 here going once. $300 here going twice. A lot of times it's those incandescent light bulbs back there that really heat that glass up. A third and final call done all through. 3, 3 and a half, 350, 350, one more time. Sold your way, $300. 263 is the winning bidder, 263. Thank you very much. All right, next up we have a Baracora's like 1982, 1981. Forgive me if I missed the date, but I'm trying. On a Baracora. All right, now, yes, this you can see CC through the glass, which means there is some peel that's gone from the artwork back there. There was tape laid across the back to save everything else that was there. Believe it or not, people do have worse back glasses for Baracora, which is a rare Williams title. It's a very sought after game too. Super nice. This one has great color except for those spots where it's out. A lot of people do touch-ups, so you could literally like touch this up, put new paint in where CC's face is right now on a Baracora, or you could use it as artwork. Buy it, upgrade your Baracora. I've seen them where the glass is almost completely just glass with no artwork. Yeah, so I mean, if you were to color it in black even with paint, you can do that as well. The face and the main features of the art is still beautiful. This is a very, very interesting kind of H.R. Geiger style artwork mixed with salmon, barracuda, and beautiful girls. And, you know, what more could you ask for? The blue eyes. All right, on the Barracora artwork right here. Put me $100 to go. $100 bid, 100 go one time for the Barracora art. $100. Well, what do you say we're going to do? What's it going to be? Hot 50. $50 bid, 50 to go, 50 to start. On the Barracora 50. $50 bid. Well, let's go. Hot 50, $50. 25. $25 bid, 25 to go one time. What do you say? 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. $35 bid, 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. $35. James, 35. 35, 35, 35. $35 bid, 35 to go one time. Anybody else a dollar through? 25 once. 25 twice. Third and final call, dollar through. 25 here, 35. 35, 35 one time. It is mesmerizing. 35 here, 45. 35 here, looking 45. $45 bid, 45 to go one time. 35 here, 45. 35 here, looking 45. 45, 45. 45, 45. One more time. 35 once, twice. Third and final call, dollar through. 35, 45. 45, 45. So it's way $35. 271 is the winning bidder. 271. All right, next up. Jet Spin. Gordon Morrison artwork right here on a 4-player Gottlieb Jet Spin. This is an electromechanical pin right here. Very nice looking back glass.
Looks like something's been done to it.
Yeah, it's either been cured or sealed on the back, right? To try and preserve that art. I don't know, we kind of need a light. It looks really dark in here. Well, either that or Lance, you could get that ring light that's up front on a stand and just set it, plug it in. The ring light's in the office up there. On a Jet Spin right here, what do you say we're going to do on this one here? Put me $25 to go, $25 bid, 25 to go one time. On a Gordon Morrison, timeless artwork. I had 25 here, 50, 50 here, 75, 50 here, 75, 75 to go one time, 50 here, 75, 75 here at 100, $100 to go one time, 75 here like a 1, 75 here like a 1, $100 bid, 100 to go one time, 75 here like a 100, $100 bid, 100 to go one time, 75 here at 100, $100 bid, 100 to go one time. Anybody else a dollar through? 75 here like a 1, $100. So it's your way, $75. 204, 204. And we will be right back with you. All right, next up, we are back. Next up, we got a Gottlieb Big Hit. This is a Gottlieb wedge head pinball right here. Big Hit baseball, which Gottlieb made a series of sports-themed wedge heads. You just put it on the front. That's all I'm saying is you just look at the glass. It's kind of hard to see. There you go. Just want to see the colors. Yeah. All right, on the Big Hit right here, they made football, they made the baseball Big Hit, so it had the very targets on it. Very cool, very cool. 24 here, 100, 100 here, look at 2. 1 here, look at 2. 2 to bid, 2 to go one time. 100 here, under quarter. Oh, 125 to go one time. 100 here, 125. 125 to go one time. 100 here, under quarter. 125. $100 quarter, 125. Anybody else will dial through? 100 here, under quarter. So what you weigh, $100. 187 is the winning bidder, 187. Next up, lot number 25 is a King Cool. It's a 2-player. Gordon Morrison artwork right here. Has a little bit of fade on it. The color looks a little bit off, but it is all there. It's intact. It's complete. Oh yeah, it looks good too on the back. On a King Cool 2-player pinball machine. It looks like player 2 has got a little bit of flake and peel on the player 2 score reels. What do you guys say on this one here? Put me $100 go. $100 bid, 100 go one time. On this glass, back glass artwork right here. $100, 100 to go, one time, 50. $50 bid, 50 to start, 50 to go, one time. What do you say when I do 50? 50 here, 75. 50 here, 75, 75 to go one time, 50 here, 75. 50 here, 75, 75 to go one time, 50 here, 75. $75 bid, 75 to go one time, 50 here, 75. 50 here, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, one time. Well, so all through. 75 here at 100. $100 to go one time, 75 here to go one. A 75 here to go one, $100. 100 to go one time, 75 here to go one. A 75, one to go one time. Anybody else all through? Gordon Morrison did the coolest stuff on his art. I love the way he does the kings and everything. And of course the gals. Out 100 here, 100 quarter. 100 quarter go one time, 100 once. $100 here going twice. A third and final call down through 100 here and a quarter. And who doesn't want to be King Cool? Anyways. 100 here and a quarter, one more time. So what you weigh, $100. 204, 204. All right, next up. All right, here's a really nice condition. Baby Pac-Man. This is a Bally Baby Pac-Man. Playfield glass right here. Baby Pac-Man was one of a couple of hybrid pinballs. It was Bally was making the attempt with a pinball / video game involved, and that was Baby Pac-Man and Granny and the Gators. And this is a very nice Baby Pac-Man glass. As you can show, CC's showing it there. There's not a lot of wear on the back at all, and it actually has the metal lift rail on it and everything. And this is an original Baby Pac-Man glass, and people always ask for different things. I see Baby Pac-Mans, and sometimes they're really thrashed out. Buy this one right here. Put me $100 go. $100 bid, 100 go one time. Made out of glass too. It's the real deal. $100, 100 to go one time. What do you say? What I'm doing is going to be 50. Oh, $50 opening bid, 50 to go one time. 50 here, 75. 50 here, 75. 75 to go one time. 50 here, 75. 75 here at 100. $100 go one time. 75 here to go one. 75 here to go one. $100 bid, 100 to go one time. 75 here to go 100. $100 bid. Don't let it get away. One more time. 75 here to go one. 75 look at $100. $100 to go one time. 75 here to 100. 125, 125 to go one time, 100 here and a quarter. 100 here, look at 125, 125 to go one time, 100 here and a quarter. 100 here, 125, 125, 125 here, 150, 125, look at 150, 150 go one time, 125, 150. You can go ahead, 125, 150, 150 to go one time. Anybody else will dial through? 125, 150 here, 175 to go one time, 150 here, 175. 150 here, look at 175, 175 to go one time, 150 once. 150 here going twice. Pretty rare, guys and gals. This is a good one right here. 150 here, 175. 150 here, look at 175. 175 to go one time. Anybody else will dial through? 150 going once. With the lift rail on it too, so it is complete. Came right out of a game at one point in time. Probably not going to find a better one. OG in that condition. 150 here, 175. Third and final call, dial through. 150, 175 to Baby Pac-Man. So what you weigh, $150. 162, 162. All right, next up, we got the Williams Upper Deck. It's an Upper Deck pitch and bat, 2-player baseball. That's a plexi, yes? Well, that's glass. That's a real glass one. The Williams glass right there is the Upper Deck. It's in pretty good shape. It's got good red. It's missing on the U and the K and the ends, which is probably where there were light bulbs. but it actually is pretty decent. So if you got a Williams Upper Deck baseball game, this is one you could pick up right here. It'll be $50 to go, $50 start, 50 to go one time. What do you say what I do is going to be 50, $50 bid, 50 to go one time on a Williams Upper Deck. So it got repainted with the red on there, which is cool. It's a good way to touch those up as well. $25 bid, 25 to start, 25 to go one time. What do you say what I do is going to be? 25 here, 50, 25 here, look at 50, $50 go one time, 25 here, 50, 25 here, look at 50, $50 bid, 50 go one time, 25 here, 50. $50 bid, 50 go one time. 25 here, look at 50. 50 here, 75. 50 here, 75. 75 to go one time. 50 here, 75. 50, 75, 75, 75. $75 bid, 75 to go one time. On the original, so Williams Upper Deck baseball backglass artwork right here. 50, 75, 75 to go one time. And also $1 through. $50 once, twice, a third and final call. $1 through. 50, 75. So it's away, $50. 204, 204. All right, next up we have a Midway. This is Midway's Wild Kingdom. This is one of those gallery rifle shooters right here. Yeah, this is a plexi, right? Plexi with a screen printed art, which still looks beautiful on the back right there. It is super, super nice. It's NOS. That is new old stock right there on a Wild Kingdom. This is the rifle gallery shooter right here. That is cool, timeless artwork right there, featuring Jungle Charlie. Jungle Charlie, you can't go wrong. We're at 75 here at 100. 75 here like a 1. $100 go one time. 75 here like a 1. 75 here like a 100. $100 bid. 100 go one time. 75 here like a 100. $100 bid. 100 go one time. 75 here at 100. I mean, look at that. The artwork, it's practically flawless on there. If you put these rifle games together right here, you need to have really nice artwork to really sell the deal. They use the old Remingtons and Winchester 22 caliber style rifle stocks and everything. Cool games. On a Wild Kingdom right here, 75 here at 100. $100 at one time, $1 through. 75 here at 100. 100 here, 100 a quarter. 100 here, look at 125. 125 to go one time, 100 here and a quarter. 100 here, look at 125. 125 to go one time, 100 here and a quarter. 1 and a quarter to go one time, $1 through. $100 once. $100 here going twice. A third and final call, $1 through. 100 here and a quarter. 125. So it's away, $100. Congratulations. 235, 235 is the winning bidder. Here's another cool piece. I actually like this one. This is a United Strike Zone, and for those who don't know, like the 6th player, this is like the shuffle bowlers, the shuffle alley bowlers right here. And I mean, you gotta love this artwork here because I just like the kind of like menacing, angry, purple, double-fisted bowling ball. I love that artwork. It's super cool. Crashing through all the bowling pins, 6 players right here. It is a plexi. It's a very nice artwork on that. There's another screen printed plexi. Looking good. And the menacing, once again, the menacing purple bowling ball is super cool. So if you're a bowler, you got to have it. Maybe get a tattoo of that. The purple bowling ball, double-fisted. On a United Alley roller bowler right here. What do you guys say on this one here? It'll be $50 to go. $50 bid, 50 to go one time. A United Strike Zone plexi right here. $50, 50 to go one time. What do you say on the artwork? Beautiful piece. Here we go. $50 bid, 50 to go one time. 50 to start. 50 to go. $25 bid, 25 to go one time. 25 here, 50. 25 here, look at 50. $50 go one time. 25 here, 50. 25 here, look at 50. $50 bid, 50 to go one time. 25 here, 35. $35 bid, 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. 35 bid, 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. $35 bid, 35 to go one time. What do you say what I'm going to do? Is it going to be? 35 here, 45. 35 here, 45. 45 to go one time. 35, 45, 45, 55. 55 to go one time. 45, 55. 45 here, 55, 55, 55, 55. 55, 55 one time. And both $1 through. 45, 55, 55, 55, one time. So it's away, $45. 204, 204. All right, next up we have lot number 29A. This is a Lethal Weapon 3 pinball translite. So this is actually a translite material on the glass itself with the 3 frame pieces that hold it all together. So it's artwork, but it's a translite. You'll leave it on there and you leave the plastic on there. It can ship with the glass right there. This is made by Data East. It's like a 1992 or 93 Data East pin. Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Joe Pesci, Rene Russo. Great movies back then. That's cool artwork right here. and they made a lot of pinball machines. This is actually a fun pinball as well. On the Lethal Weapon 3, and the Translite looks decent. It's in good shape. Yeah, there's no scratches on the Translite itself. You can actually take the Translite off, clean the glass, probably clean the Translite, and reset it on there without all the air on the inside stuff. It'd be great. 50 or 75, 50 or 75, 75 to go one time, 50 or 75, 50 or 75, 75 to go one time, and it's movie themed stuff, so it's pretty cool. 50 or 75, 75 to go one time, 50 or 75, 50 or 75, 75 to go one time, and we also done all through. $50 here going once, 75 here at 100, $100 go one time, 75 look at one, 75 here look at one, 100 I'll bid 100 go one time, 75 once, twice, third and final call down through, 75 here at 100, 100 I'll bid 100 go one time. One more time. What's that?
What does he say?
Okay.
Leo wants, Leo gets.
Oh yeah, what Leo wants, Leo gets. But on the pinball, he says, okay. 75 here at 100, $100 go one time. That's the thing that's always etched in when I play that game. 75 here at 100, $100 one time. So it's raised $75. 311 is the winning bidder. 311. All right, what do we got next? Rockin' Bowl Rama. This is a Bromley. This was a Bromley Redemption arcade game, and this is actually a mirrored backglass. So is that printed?
What?
That is printed on there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a screen printed, beautiful condition. Rockin' Bowl, frameable art right here. That's very cool. Out $100 bid. At 100 here, 100 and a half, 100 here, 150, 150 go one time, 100 here, 100 and a half. That's super cool too. On a Rockin' Bowl, 150, 200, 2 and a half. 200 here, look at 2 and a half to go one time, 200, 2 and a half. 200 here, look at 2 and a half, 2 and a half to 50. 250 go one time, 200, 2 and a half. 250 to go one time, 200, 2 and a half, one time. 200 once, 2 and a half. Third and final call, done all through, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, one more time. It says, come on, gang, let's bowl. I love that. Come on, gang. And that's at Loram's Drive-In. So it's away $200. Congratulations. 187 is the winning bidder. 187. All right, next up we got the Super Rockin' Bowl right here. Super Rockin' Bowl, another mirrored backglass Translite right here. Now here is the superhero. Is that a Translite?
That's what I'm trying to see. It feels like it, but it is not.
It's on there. That is a screen printed on the back on the Super Rockin' Bowl right here. Perfect condition. Mirrored backglass by Bromley on the Super Rockin' Bowl. Put me $100 to go. $100 bid, 100 go one time in the Super Rockin' Bowl. What do you say we're going to do? It's going to be 100. $100 bid, 100 go one time. Hot 50 to start, 50 to go one time. What do you say we're going to do? It's going to be 50. $50 bid, 50 to go one time. On a Super Rockin' Bowl, here we go. $50, 25, $25 bid, 25 to go one time. 25, 25 here, 50, 25 here, look at 50, $50 go one time, 25 here to 50, 25 here, look at 50, $50 bid, 50 go one time, 25 here, look at 50, $50 bid, 50 go one time, one more time, 25 here, 35, $35 bid, 35 to go one time, 25 once, $25 going twice, a third and final call down through 25, 35, 35, 35 one time, so it's away, $25, 204, 204. Next up, look at this. Sega Pinball. This is made by Sega Pinball. Cut the cheese. Who cut the cheese with the mice? But if you notice, these are like, I don't know if that's toilet paper cheese or cheese tickets. Yeah, they're cutting tickets. They're cutting the cheese right there. Get it? On to Cut the Cheese, made by Sega Pinball. This was a redemption style game right here. That is a screen printed backglass right there. Super cool. Sometimes you can frame this stuff up, put different pictures inside the artwork and cut the cheese, embarrassing moments, whatever you want to do. There's CC trying to get in the camera right there. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Well, the frame kind of cuts you off on the top, so there you go.
I just want to show my cheese.
Yeah, show your cheese. All right, I'm gonna cut the cheese. What are you guys on doing this one here? Who give me $25 to go? $25 bid, 25 to go one time. $25, 25 to go one time. What do you say we're gonna do? It's gonna be 25. $25 bid. Sega Pinball, 25 here, 35. $35 bid, 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. 35, 45. 45 to go one time. 35, 45. 45 to go one time. 35 once. $35 twice. A third and final call down through 35, 45, 45, 45. Hit that bid button right here. 35, 45. So it's your way, $35. 348, 348. All right, next up we got a tic-tac-toe translite. And this one's made by Funhouse Williams. It's another redemption game translite right here. Funhouse from the Pinball. Looks like Funhouse by Williams right here. Little piece of pinball history and artwork on the tic-tac-toe. What do you guys say on this one here? It'll be 25 bucks to go, 25 to go one time. What do you say we're going to do? It's going to be 25. $25 bid, 25 to go one time. On the tic-tac-toe right here, 25 bid, 25 to go one time. What do you say we're going to do? It's going to be 10 bucks, 10 to go. On the tic-tac-toe, $10 bid, 10 to go one time. 10 bucks, 10 to go. Any interest? No interest? Throw it out there. Hot 10 here, 20 bucks. 10, look at 20, 20 bucks to go one time, 10, look at 20, $20. So it's way 10 bucks. 159, 159. All right, we've offered these up before. This is the Williams Monster Bash. This is the Playfield plastic sheet. This is an uncut NOS from Williams. This is a Williams factory uncut sheet of all the playfield plastics that go on a Monster Bash pinball machine from like 1997. Monster Bash came out in 97 or 9, yeah, I think it was 1997. This is all the color, the playfield tops. So it'd be like your slingshot covers, all the back art, and all those pieces right there. It's an uncut sheet, collectible piece right here. Williams NOS. This is a very cool piece. It'd actually be really cool to just frame this up. It still has the protective sheeting on the front and the back on both sides. So this stuff is the actual acrylics right here. We're at 25 to go. 25 here, 50. 25 here, look at 50. 50 bucks go one time. 25 here, look at 50. $50 bid, 50 go one time. If you're a Monster Bash collector or collector of that kind of obscure art, this is a very cool piece to put into your history bank. 25 here, 35. $35 bid, 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. 35 here, 45. $45 bid, 45 to go one time. 35 here, 45. $45 bid, 45 to go one time. 35 here, 45. 35 here, 45. 45 here, 55. 55 to go one time. 45 here, 55. $55 bid, 55 to go one time. 45 here, 55. 45 here, 55. 55, 65. 65 to go one time. 55 here, 65. $65 bid, 65 to go one time. On the NOS, Williams Monster Bash uncut sheet. 55 here, 65, 65, 65, one time, 55 once, twice, third and final call, doll through 55, 65. So it's your way, $55. 235, 235, congratulations there. 235. All right, next up we got the Black Knight. Okay, so this is we're saying this is an NOS, new old stock. It is beautiful. It's brand new Williams Black Knight. I can't say that it's a reproduction. I can't tell. It matches up perfectly to all the art and all the little tack points that I can see on the original one that we sold earlier. So I have to say it's like new old. I'm going to say, to the best of my knowledge, I can tell you, it looks like a new old stock. Very hard for me to believe that. And if it is a reproduction, it's brand new. So it's beautiful. If you need one for a Black Knight, it's a full mirror back glass. It's got all the art. Yeah, it's got to be. I'm just going to say it's a brand new Black Knight back glass. And it's to spec. And on the Black Knight, mirrored pinball back glass right here. It's flawless. It's perfect. I'm at 150 to go. I need 200 to play. A 150 here. I need 200. I got 200 here. 200 by phone proxy right here. 200 here, 2.5. 200 here, look at 250. 250 to go one time, 200, 2.5. 250 on the other phone, thank you. 250 here, 300. 300 bid, 300 go one time. 250 here, look at 3. 300 bid, 300 on this phone right here. 300 here, 3.5. 300 here, look at 3.5. 3.5, 350. 350 go one time, 300, 3.5 for a brand new Black Knight. 350 on the other phone. 350 here, look at 400. 3.5 here, look at 4. 400 bid, 400 go one time. 3.5 here, look at 4. You're out over here. 3.5 here, look at 400. 400 bid, 400 go one time. 3.5 here, look at 400. 400. 400 here, 400 on this phone right here. 4 here, 4.5. 4 here, looking 4.5, 450. 450 go one time, 4 to 4.5. Brand new Black Knight backglass. Don't know if there's another one out there anywhere. 4 here, looking 4.5. 4.5 to go one time, 4 to 4.5. 4.5, 450. 450 to go one time, 400 once. $400 here going twice. Third and final call, done all through. 4, 4.5, 4.5, 450. One more time. Sold your way, $400. Congratulations. Buyer number 233. 233. Congratulations on the phone.
2 more, okay? I'll call you right back.
All right, next up, lot number 35A. Yeah, you just let me know when you have to call your client, and then I'll just hang for a second, so you got to call
Yeah,
him.
he's gonna, on the next, not this play, he'll be connected.
I got you. I got you. All right, so next up we got lot number 35A. 35A is an original Adams family. This is an original Adams family pinball playfield right here. I'm sure somebody either, it may have been a thrashed Adams family that was unplayable, so they took the playfield and here it is, or got a new one. This one is in not bad condition. It's actually where there's usually magnet burns. It doesn't look too bad. It does have some wear around the scoop holes and all that. This is a great piece of artwork. Or if you have one that's actually worse, this one, it's got a good playfield on it. The colors are very strong. So that's why we're selling it here today. About $100 opening bid. 100 here, look at 2. 1 here, look at 2. 2 to bid. 2 to go one time. 1 look at 200. 1 look at 2. 2 to bid. 2 to go one time for the Adams family playfield right here. 100 here, look at 2. Can you do some close-ups just on different parts of the playfield too? I'd appreciate it. 100 here, look at 2. 2 to bid. 2 to go one time. 1 look at 200. 1 look at 2. 2 to bid. 2 to go one time. Especially down by the smoke and the red and the orange down by where the magnets usually burn. That's actually really nice. And the mansion looks pretty good right there. The inserts are all intact. They don't look all worn out. So this is actually a really nice playfield. Needs to be cleaned up. 100 here, 150. 150 go one time, 100 here, 100.5. 100.5 to go one time, 100 here, 150. 150 go one time, 150 here, 200, 2.5. 200 here, 2.5. 200 here, look at 2.5, 250. 250 go one time, 200, 2.5. 250 to go one time, 200, 2.5. One more time. 250 here, 300 to go one time, 2.5 here, look at 3. 2.5 here, look at 3, 3 bid, then to go one time, 2.5 here, 300. 2.5 here, look at 3, 3 bid, then to go one time. Anybody else done all through? 250 once. 250 here twice. A third and final call, done all through. 250 here, 300, 300, 300. One more time. About 275. 275 to go one time, 250 here, 275. 275 to go one time. So it's way $250. 204 is the winning bidder, 204. All right, next up, lot number 36 is a non-clear coated Circus Voltaire pinball playfield. This is the deck only. It is an unused new playfield by Illinois. It says Illinois Pinball Company on the bottom. Well, this one would be a great piece of artwork right here, or a pinball playfield replacement, apparently. You could clear coat it, hang it on the wall. It's beautiful shape, beautiful colors. This was one of Bally's great innovative titles that came out. Very rare pinball to get a hold of as well. I actually have one at Captain's in the arcade showroom for play. People come in and play it all the time. It's fantastic. It's got the lower pop bumpers on it, and you can see the balloon pops that pop up. Very innovative for its time. With Bally right there is like 1996, I believe. Circus Voltaire. At 100 here, look at 2. 1 here, look at 2. 2 to bid, 2 to go one time. 1 look at 200. 1 look at 2. 2 to bid, 2 to go one time. On the Circus Voltaire playfield. At 100 here, look at 2. 1 here, look at 2. 2 to bid, 2 to go one time. 1 here, 1.5. 150 to go one time. 100 here, 150. 150 here, 200. 2 to bid, 2 to go one time. 150 here, 2. 150 here, look at 2. 200 bucks go one time. What's that? 97, thank you. 150 here, look at 200. 200, 2.5. 200 here, look at 2.5. 2.5 to 50. 250 to go one time. 200, 2.5. 200 here, look at 2.5. 250 here, 300 to go one time. 2.5 here, look at 3. 2.5 here, look at 3. 3 bid, 3 to go one time. 2.5 here, 300. 300 bid, 3 to go one time. 2.5 here, 300. $300 bid, 3 to go one time. 2.5 here, look at 3. 250 here, look at 3. 3 bid, 3 to go one time. 250 here, 300, 300, 300 here, 3.5 to go one time. 3, 3.5. 3 look at 3.5. 350. 3 to go one time. 3 and 3.5. 350. 350 to go one time. Anybody else done all through? 300 once. $300 here going twice. A third and final call, done all through. 3, 3.5, 3.5, 350. One more time. 350. Anybody else done all through? Sold your way. $300. 302. 302.
Do you want me to take this out of the packaging?
You can. It just slides out the top of the box. So I think this is your call, Lance.
It's the firepower?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, easy with it. Brand new. This is the NOS brand new 1978 Williams Firepower.
Minty.
It's very minty. It's brand new. Unused, original playfield. This is the first multi-ball pinball machine right here. This is the Williams Firepower. This is brand new, new old stock. All the inserts, they feel flat. They're nice. There's no cupping. Yeah, I mean, it's been kind of entombed in that box for a long time. This is like new old stock. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Super, super clean. Very, very difficult to find a firepower playfield that actually doesn't have a whole bunch of obliteration on the planet at the bottom. Super cool, super hard to touch up too if you got a touch up one. All right, we're at 300 to go. 3 look at 400. 4 to bid, 4 to go one time, 3 look at 4. For an irreplaceable firepower, this is beautiful. You'll have a brand new Williams Firepower pinball machine right here with this playfield. We're at 3 here, look at 400. 3 look at 4, 4 to bid, 4 to go one time, 3 look at 4. 3 look at 4, 4 to bid, 4 to go one time. What do you say? Well, it's going to be 3 look at 4. 3 look at 4, 4 to bid, 4 to go one time, 3 look at 400. $400 bid, 4 to go one time, and a firepower right here, 3 here, 3.5, 400, 4 to go, 4 to go 500, 4 to go 5, 5 to bid, 5 to go one time, 4 to go 5, 4 to go 5, 5 to bid, 5 to go one time, 4 to go 500, 500 bid, 5 to go one time. Anybody else $1 through? 400 here going once, $400 here going twice. A third and final call done all through. 4 here, 4.5, 450, 450. One more time. Sold your way, $400. Buyer 233, 233 for 400. Congratulations. Awesome buy right there. All right, next up, lot number 38. 38 is an 8-ball. This is a NOS. This is a playfield replacement decal. Before the hard top, there was the decal, which this is a 8-ball decal playfield, so it's like an overlay.
Very glossy.
Yeah, it's very glossy. That's right. It's flat, so it wasn't rolled up or anything like that. I mean, it will apply very, very nice right there. So here we go. On the 8-ball, this is the Bally 8-ball, the controversial 8-ball pinball machine right here. So if you have one that's all tore back, you could use this one right here, or you could hang it on the wall, frame it, whatever you want to do. Super cool. And the playfield, it looks like all the colors and all the design is to spec of the original. We're at 200 to go. 2 to look at 3, 3 to bid, 3 to go one time, 2 to 300. 2 to look at 3, 3 to bid, 3 to go one time, 2 to 300. 3 to bid, 3 to go one time, 2 to 3. 2 to look at 3, 3 to bid, 3 to go one time, 2, 2.5. 250 to go one time, 200, 2.5. 20 here, look at 2.5, 2.5 to 50. 250 to go one time, 200, 2.5. 250 to go one time, 200, 2.5. 250, 250. 250 to go one time. Anybody else $1 through? $200 going once. $200 here going twice. A third and final call done all through. 2, 2.5, 250, 250, 250. One more time. So it's way $200. 164, 164. All right, next up we have some original art here. Are you going to take them out? Yeah, you got to prep. All right, we have some original, it looks like some Bally Midway blueprints. And we're going to take a quick commercial break here while they put on their handling gloves. So we'll be right back with you. Give us 1 second. I know you got to go through the captain's ad one more time. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Okay, so we got some actual like Williams and Bally Midway blueprints. These blueprints came to us. These are authenticated from the 90s when the pinballs were being built. These are some of the actual sketch drawings that are signed. A lot of people love to collect this stuff to be framed. They're very intriguing, but these are actual blueprints. Before there were the computers that were doing all the blueprinting, you actually had to draw and sketch and use rulers, pencils, and then also I think copiers, mimeographs, however you want to call it, but it's blueprint drafting. So lot number 39 is Williams Electronics, 1996. These were all licensed and authenticated by Planetary Pinball up in Reno, and they either have a holographic licensed authentication tag on them, and or they come with a certificate of authenticity. So thank you. Yeah. So little up close and personals on some of these is pretty cool. So this one right here, I have the dimensions that are they're posted in the descriptions of the pieces right here. So we're selling this one right here. And what game was this from? Did you say?
This looks like either Monster Bash or Scared Stiff. I can't quite, from this
The
claw.
1996, it would have been probably Scared Stiff or Monster Bash.
Monster Bash could have been either one.
Right. So it's a pretty cool blueprint piece of art.
Your playfield plastic assembly number 4.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and start this off. Who wants to give me 25 bucks to go? $25 bid, 25 to go one time. On the blueprint drawing right here. We can put this in a tube, roll it up for you. 25 here, 35. $35 bid, 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. A $35 bid, 35 to go one time. Very cool history piece right here. A 25 here, 35. 35 to go one time. And we'll keep them in a plastic sleeve until they either get picked up or we have to ship it for you. So we'll keep them. They're nice and flat too. They're not all wrinkled up. This is pretty cool. 25 here, 35. 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. 35. 35 one time. So much weight, $25. 229 is the winning bidder, 229. So I would just stack them for now. Stack them on that plastic for now. Lot number 40 is the 1971 Gorilla Jungle Drums. Does it say Jungle Drums down at the bottom?
Gorilla Jungle Drum assembly.
And that one actually has the tag is on the back of that one. It has the holographic tag, yeah, right there. So you get that authenticated. So Williams Electronics, 1971, and this is the Gorilla Jungle Drums blueprint for one of the pieces on there. Just cool artwork. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. 1971 blueprint. 25 here, 35. 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. 35. 35 one time. So it's weighed $25. 229 is the winning bidder. 229, and we're not going to write your bidder number on the artwork there. All right, next up, lot number 41 is the up-down gate blueprint drawing for Williams Electronics right here. This is another cool one right here. It has the, it's got the little authentic certification. It says up-down gate assembly. So to me, it looks like there's an up-down gate. See how it's got the up coil?
Yeah.
And it's got some type of gate switch on it. So this is actually an authentic piece, and it's not perfect. It has little corner scuffs on it, as you can see. We're at 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. $35 bid, 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. 35 here, 45. 45 here, 55. 55 to go one time. 45, 55. 45 here, 55. 55 to go one time. 45, 55. 55. $55 bid, 55, 65, 65, 75, 75 to go one time, 65, 75, 65, 75, 75, 75, $75 bid, 75 to go one time, 65, 75, 75, 75, one time, 65 once. What's that? 19 what?
1992.
1992. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what machine that would be. Up down gate. It'd be interesting to find out in the 90s right there. what the up-down gate would have been. That's 65 here, 75, 75 to go one time, 65 once, twice, third and final call, done all through, 65, 75. Sold your way, $65. 229, 229 is the winning bidder. All right, next up, this is for a set of 2 blueprint drawings, and this is from the 1983 famous Bally Gold Ball, the follow-up to Silver Ball Mania. A couple of parts there. Comes with a Williams Bally Certificate of Authenticity, signed by Rick Bartlett from Planetary Pinball, authenticating the fact that these are blueprint drawings from a 1983 Gold Ball Bally Midway in its prime in the mid-'80s. Is awesome. A $25 here, $35 bid, $35 to go one time for the 2 prints and the certificate of authenticity right there. That's $25 here, $35 bid, $35 to go one time, $25 here, $35. That's $25 here, $35 to go one time, $25 here, $35. That's $35 here, $45. That's $35 here, $45, $45 here, $55, $55 to go one time, $45, $55. That's $45 here, $55, $55 to go one time, $45, $55, $55, $55 bid, $55 to go one time, $45 here, $50, $50 bid, $50 to go one time, $45 here, $50, $50 here, $55, $50 here, $55, $55 to go one time, $50 here, $55, $55 here, $60, $60 bid, $60 to go one time, $55 here, $60, $60 bid, $60 to go one time. Anybody else all through? 55 here is 60, $60 bid, one more time. Sold your way, $55. 229 is the winning bidder, 229. Wonderful. All right, next up we have, so this is the single piece, right? 1983 Gold Ball. And it looks like that was a part of a, what would you call that? Because it's one of the, like a, for a loop. The 1983.
Ball guide assembly.
A ball guide assembly, thank you. For the Gold Ball right there, 1983 is another piece, comes with a certificate, single print right here. We're at 25 to go. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35, $35 bid, 35 to go one time, 25 here, 35. 25 here, look at 35, $35 bid, comes with a certificate, signed by Rick Bartlett at Planetary Pinball right here, 25 here, 35. $35 bid, 35 to go one time, and we'll all through. 25 once, twice, third and final call, piece of history right here. 1983 Midway Manufacturing Company, 25 here, 35. Sold your way, $25. 35 here, 45. 45 here, 55. 55 to go one time, 45 here, 55. 45 here, 55. 55 to go one time, 45, 55. 45 here, 55. 55 to go one time, 45 once. 45 here, twice. Third and final call, done all through. 45 here, 55. 55. Sold your way, $45. 229 is the winning bidder, 229. And now we have a set of 2. This is the 1983 Disc of Tron. The Disc of Tron Bally, 2 blueprints and a certificate signed by Rick at Planetary Pinball. Very cool. It has a translucent blueprint, and they are both marked with Disc of Tron 1983. So Disc of Tron was the big environmental Tron follow-up. Disc of Tron was a super fun game. Follow-up to Tron. On the lot of 2 right here, we're at 35 to go. 35 here, 45. 35 here, 45. 45 to go one time. 35 here, 45. See, Tron's pretty iconic in the arcade world here. So any of these pieces is a very cool piece of history. 1983. 35 here, 45. 45 to go one time. 35 here, 45. 35 here, 45. 45 to go one time. 45 here, 55. 55 to go one time. 45, 55. 45 here, 55. 55, 55 to go one time. 45 once, twice, third and final call, done all through. 45, 55, 55, 55, one time. So it's way $45. 235, 235. Congratulations on that win right there. And next up, all right, hey, we've got some arcade game pieces, backglass and different pieces going on right here. So let's see what we got. Lot number 45 right here. This is a Zookeeper. This is the 1983 Taito. That is an original Taito Zookeeper backglass right here. Original. It's got a little bit of scuffing on it, but overall it's got really, really nice color to it. So if you have an original Zookeeper, very valuable. Some of these collectible Taito arcade games, super, super rare to come across. A beautiful piece. What do you guys say on this one right here? Look at me, 25 bucks to go. $25 bid, 25 to go one time on a Zookeeper. This is an original monitor bezel right here. Factory glass. $25 bid, 25 to go one time. What do you say we're going to do? Is it going to be 25, 25, 25? Hot $10. 10 bucks to go one time. $10 start. On a Zookeeper by Taito. Any interest? I had 10. 10, look at 20. 20 bucks to go one time. 10, look at 20. And we can ship all the glass. That's not a problem. I had 20 here, look at 30. $30 bid, 30 to go one time. 20 here, 30. I had 20 here, look at 30. 30 bucks to go one time. 20 here, 30. For the arcade piece right here. And this is the monitor bezel. At 30 here, look at 40. At 30 here, look at 40. $40 bid, 40 to go one time. At 40 here, look at 50. 50 bucks to go one time. 40 look at 50. $50 bid. In the classic arcade market, I mean, there are different, you can get cardboard inlays and all that, but it's really difficult to get some of this factory stuff. You know, once it goes away, you never really see it available. And if you do, it's usually not in good condition. Like this is an original piece with the original glass, super, super clean, hard game to find, let alone in a Taito cabinet. But if you got one, you can put this glass in. It's going to upgrade your game. We're at 40 here, 50. 50 bucks going one time. Anybody else $1 through? 40 here, look at 50. So it's way $40. 346, 346. Well, that was 346. Got that win right there. I saw his exclamation point, so it's funny. That'll get you an extra 30 seconds. All right, next up, we got the Capcom Street Fighter Alpha game marquee right here. I believe this was one of the game marquees that came out of an original Big Blue with the top. The big marquees is like a double-sized one right here, and this one's shaved down to fit the probably the Dynamo HS4 style cabinet. Street Fighter Alpha, Warrior's Dreams right here on a Capcom piece is a marquee. What do you guys say on this one here? Could be 25 bucks to go, $25 bid, 25 to go one time on a marquee. This is factory NOS stuff right here. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. 35 to go one time. Anybody else $1 through? 25 here, 35. 35. 35 one time. So it's way $25. We're gone. 348. 348 is the winning bidder. All right, next up, we got a House of the Dead 2 Sega arcade marquee. On a House of Dead 2, beautiful condition, kind of 3D looking 75. That's 75 here to 100. 100 bucks go one time, 75 here, look at 1. That's 75 here, look at 1, 1, 1. 100 bucks go one time. That's 75 here to 100. Goes right into your upright. This is the top header marquee. It goes on the top of the House of Dead, slides right in, 75 here to 100. 100 bucks go one time. And they always seem to get broken from the arcade. So when you get one that's all whole and in a good piece, this one's beautiful. That's 75 here, 85. $85 bid, 85 to go one time, 75 here, 85, 85, 85 one time, 85, 95, 95, 105. 105 to go one time, and 95, 105. 95 here, look at 105, 105 to go one time. Anybody else $1 through? 95 once, twice, third and final call, $1 through. 105, 115, 115, 125. 125 to go one time, 115, 125. 115, 125, 125 to go one time, 115 once, 115 here going twice, 125 or 135, 135, 145, 145 to go one time, 135, 145, 145, 155, 155 to go one time, 145, 155, 155, one more time, 155, 165, 165 to go one time, 155 once, twice, third and final call, $1 through, 155, 165, 165, one more time. So it's your way, $155. 204, 204. All right, next up we got a Lost World Jurassic Park Deluxe arcade marquee. This is deluxe. It's 35 inches wide, 10 inches tall. Goes on the Lost World dual 50-inch game right here. What do you say on the Sega Lost World? We're at 100. At 100 here, 100 and a half. 100 here, 150. 150 go one time, 100 here, 150. 150 go one time on a fully intact Sega, the Lost World Jurassic Park. 100 here, under quarter. 125 to go one time, 100 here, under quarter. 125 to go one time. What do you say we're going to do? It's going to be. Anybody else $1 through? 125, 150. 150 to go one time, 125 look at 150. 125 look at 150, 150, 150. 150 go one time, 125, 150. 150. Anybody else $1 through? 125 going once, 125 going twice. A third and final call $1 through. 125, 150, 150, 150. What's that?
These are normally broken.
Yeah, I know. It's straight up. All the corners are there, all the edges. 125, 135, 135 to go one time, 125 once, twice. Third and final call, 125, 135. So it's around $25. Beautiful. 247, 247. Is the winning bidder. All right, next up, lot number 49. This is a Terminator Salvation 32-inch fixed gun shooter top marquee. It has had a repair on one side. It's got a 2-piece that was cracked. It's been taped on the back, so it is complete. A lot of times these things get broken in and out of the arcades. Somebody wanted one that's complete right here. Now's your chance. You can get this right here. It's all complete except for that one corner. It's been taped up, good to go. What do you guys say on this one right here? Terminator Salvation. Who'll be $50 to go? $50 bid, 50 go one time on a fixed gun arcade marquee. Sometimes this is the only piece that makes your game make it look worthwhile back in the arcade right here without the broken topper on it. Hot 25, a $25 start. 25 to go in the Terminator Salvation. Hang it on the wall. Looks good in the game room. Hot 25 here, 35. $35 bid, 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. Hot 25 here, 35. 35 to go one time. This is factory too. Hot 25 here, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, one time. Once, twice, third and final call. 25 here, 35. So it's weight, $25. 348, 348. And if you need to buy marquees like that Terminator from your local distributor, they're going to cost you $300 to $400 for some of those just to replace them, put them on the game. Here's a rare piece right here. I have not seen this game out and around. It's NFL football by Bally Midway. This is actually a glass Midway marquee, and it's screen printed on there, and it's NFL football, so it's NFL licensed. It's got number 32 on it. There's a lot of different number 32s that were out there in NFL football, Bally Midway. This is in the 80s right here. Let's go. Let's hear it right here on the NFL football. Put me $50 to go. $50 bid, 50 go one time. And a glass piece right here is a rare Bally Midway top marquee for your arcade game right here, NFL football. Hot $25 bid, 25 to go one time. What do you say what I'm going to do is going to be? Let's go. 25, 25, 25, 25. 25. Really? Hot 25 here, 35. $35 bid, 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. 35 to go on. 35 here, 45. 45 to go one time. 35 here, 45. 35 here, 45. 45 to go one time. 35 here, 45. I would have known the player, but you covered him up with a sticker. Hot 20, 35, 45. 45 to go one time. 35 here, 45. Yeah, it's number 32. We should have covered the 32. 35 here, 45. 45, 45. So much weight, $35. 235. What? What was the number, James? 235 is the winning bidder. What'd you say, Cece?
I said, you think I did it?
Oh, I know you didn't.
I didn't.
Yeah, I know it was you.
So this is one lot, right?
Yes. So next up we have a lot of 3 Capcom arcade translites. This is Marvel vs. Capcom ×2 and the famous and very rare Capcom 3. 3. It's 3. 3. Capcom 3. It's the king of the Street Fighter right here. 3. And here we go. All 3 of these translite marquees, they're all beautiful condition too. The color's good on them. They look good. They're translite material right here, factory pieces. What do you guys say on this one here? Come me $25 to go, $25 bid, 25 to go, 25 here, 35, $35 bid, 35 to go one time, 25 here, 35, 25 here, 35, 35, 35 here, 45, 45 to go one time, 35 here, 45, 45 to go one time. What do you say, well, I do it's going to be? 35 here, looking 45, 45, $45 bid, 45 to go one time. 35 here, looking 45, $45 bid, 45 to go one time. What do you say, well, I do it's going to be? 35 here, 40, $40 bid, 40 to go one time, 35 here, 40, 40 to 45, 40 here, looking 45, 45 to go one time, 40 here, 45, 45, 45, one time. Anybody else a dollar through? 40 once, twice, third and final call. Dollar through, 40, 45. Sold your way, $40. 340, 340 is the winning bidder. All right, next up, a lot of 3 Namco. Looks like we have some NOS side art, Tekken Tag Tournament side art stickers. These are actually big stickers, put them on the cabinet. And then the Tekken 4, if this serves me right, Tekken 4 tournament, you could put these on the Namco Noir cabinets. And they actually had a little placard area. So these are actually the tournament placards for Tekken 4 right here. That could go on those Noir cabinets. The king of Iron Fist tournament right there. Well, yeah, those 32-inch Candy Noir cabinets, the Namco Noirs, they actually had like a clear plexi on top, and you interchange it. So it's Tekken 4. This is very cool. And the Tekken Tag Tournament stickers, which you can use on your cabinet art or wherever you want. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. $35 bid. 35 to go one time for all 4 pieces right here. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. $35 bid. 35 to go one time. Anybody else saw 35 here, 45. $45 bid. 45 to go one time. 35 here, 45. 35 here, 45. 45 to go one time. 35 here, 45. $45 bid. 45 to go one time. Anybody else done all through? 35 once. $35 twice. A third and final call done all through. 35, 45, 45, 45 one time. So what's your way? $35. 197 is the winning bidder. 197. All right, next up, a lot of 3 game translights, and these are OEM factory art. We have a Tekken 2 by Namco. We have a Mortal Kombat 2 by Midway, and a WWF Royal Rumble Sega on the Royal Rumble. These are all factory translights right here. Put them in your games if you have ones that are cracked, or if you want to frame them, whatever you want to do. These are all factory pieces. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. They're very rare too. They're good condition. 25 here, 35. I know C.A. Robinson in LA still have the original stickers on them. The C.A. Robinson sold a lot of those games. Boy, that was the height of time, the MK2. 25 here, 35, $35 bid, 35 to go one time, 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35, 35 to go one time, and it goes all through 25 1, 35 here, 45. 35 here, 45, 45 to go one time, 35 here, 45. 35 here, 45, 45 to go one time, and it goes all through 35 once, 35 twice. Third and final call down through 35, 45, 45, 45 one time. How about 40? $40 bid, 40 to go one time, 35 here, 40, $40 bid. Tekken 2, MK2, WWF, we're at 40. 40 here, 45. 40 here, look at 45, $45 bid, 45 to go one time, $40 once. $40 here going twice. A third and final call done all through on the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble MK2 Tekken 2 by Namco right here. 3 manufacturers, 3 different fighting titles. It's all there. One big package, $45. So it's way, $40. 271, 271. Congratulations. Next up, lot number 54. 54, this is a rare piece right here. Made by, it was Mega Tsunami. This is the Star Wars Starfighter. Lucas Entertainment, Lucas Art, Translight right here. It went on the Tsunami, which would be like your big motion. They did those motion games where you sit in the big bubble. It's a big bubble game with the 2 handles on it. Star Wars Starfighter, super cool game too. Rare, you had to spend $17,000 on one of these games to get a hold of one of these translights, which you bought the whole game. We got the translight here. We're at 25 here, 35. That's 25 here, 35, 35 to come one time. If you collect Star Wars, this is a piece that nobody else in your Star Wars collecting club is going to have. A Star Wars Starfighter with the Lucas Art insignia on it as well. It's kind of cool. 25 here, 35, 35 to bid, 35 to go one time, 25 here, 35, 35, 35 one time, and it goes all through 25 here, 35, 45, 45, 55, 45 here to 55, 55 to go one time, 45 here, 55, and it's in perfect condition too. 55 here, 65, $65 bid, 65 to go one time, 55 here, 65, 55 here, 65, 65, 65, 65, 65, one time. How about 60? $60 bid, 60 to go one time, $55 once, $55 going twice. Third and final call, done all through, 55 here, 60, $60 bid, one more time. So it's way, $55. 235, 235. Goes your way. Anything Star Wars, man, that's all good. All right, next up. 2 pieces right here, and that's one you can put through the backlight. This is a new old stock, brand new Miss Pac-Man game marquee. It actually has the factory paper on both sides. So this is an unused Miss Pac-Man arcade game marquee from Bally Midway. And we're selling it in a lot of 2 with a Neo Geo SNK 1-slot marquee right here that I believe fits the factory Neo Geo cabinet. You get both them pieces right here. We're at 25 to go. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. $35 bid. 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. 35 to bid. 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. 25 here, 35. $35 bid. 35 to go one time. 25 here, 35. 35. 35 one time. Anybody else $1 through? 25 here, 35. I'll slow it down. Shout them out. What are they? What are you missing? Oh yeah, it's all in there on the desk. It's all right. We're at 25 to go. 25 or 35. $35 bid, 35 to go one time. And for anybody who didn't see it in the light, that's actually a Miss Pac-Man with the factory sticker on the back right there. You can see it in the proper lighting. Yeah, there you go. This is like a brand new NOS factory Bally Midway marquee for your actual factory Miss Pac-Man cab. Gotta have. Hard to find something brand new like that. You can peel that off, no problem. We're at 25 here, 35. $35 bid, 35 to go one time. It was a problem with the Auction Flex on the catalog. The catalog didn't pick it up for Auction Flex. That's why. Just for Auction Flex. That's all right. At 25 here, 35, $35 bid. Anybody else $1 through? $25 going once. $25 going twice. Third and final call, $1 through. 25 here, 35, 35, 35. 35 here, 45. 35 here, 45, $45 bid. 45 to go one time. 35 here, 45. 35 here, 45, $45 bid. 45 to go one time. 35 here once, twice. Third and final call, $1 through. 35 here, 45. 45 one time. 45 here, 55. $55 bid. 55 to go one time. 45 here once. $45 going twice. A third and final call, $1 through. 45 here, 55. 55, 55 one time. 55. All done, all through. Sold your way, $45. 348. 348 is the winning bidder. If you have a hard time, do you already figure them out, Lance? Perfect. Nice. All right, here we go. We got a lot of two. This is a pole position and a pole position 2. These are actually factory Atari glass game marquees. Now the pole position 1, it's got chips and blisters out of the paint itself, but the glass is fully intact. The pole position 2 is in perfect condition. These are both factory Atari top glass marquees when Atari was actually using glass on the top marquees. What's that?
Yeah, so pole position 2 originally, like this is basically like decal on top of glass.
Yeah, it's a decal on top of glass is how they did that. That is correct. I'm gonna move this. Well, that was part of the kit, right? So they made it as a kit, the pole position 2, and put that on there. So that's all factory.
I guess it was a kid, huh?
Yeah, but it's factory Atari.
I wasn't in the arcade industry when that came out, so
You weren't even born yet, right?
I didn't start until 91.
Well, I'm trying to save you there, you know. You weren't even born. Yeah, that's right. I wasn't even born yet.
Unfortunately, I was.
Cece's only 22 years old.
Yeah, 29.
29.
Oh, lot, 29.
All right, lot number 56 right here. 2 pole position. This is pole position 2. Top marquee glass. What do you guys say on these right here? Give me $25 to go. You get the pair. You get 2 for 1 right here. $25 bid, 25 to go one time. 25 to start. What do you say what I do is going to be? 25. $25 bid, 25 to start. One time. About $10. $10 bid, 10 to go one time. What do you say? 10. 20. 20, look at 30. 20 here, look at 30. $30 bid, 30 to go one time. 20, look at 30. 20, look at 30. $30 bid, 30 to go one time. And the pole positions,
Okay.
you cover them both. 20 here, look at 30. 20 here, look at 30. $30 bid, 30 to go one time. And the bill said all through. 20 here, look at 30. $30. Sold your way, $20. 271. 271.
I have 2 for this side.
All right, here we go. Lot number 57. This is the Initial D Stage 4 CD-ROMs. This is the Lindbergh. It's a lot of 4. There's 3 jewel cases, and one of the jewel cases actually has 2 discs in it. And these are Initial D4s for those of you that wanted to upgrade your Lindbergh system. And there's 4 discs right there, and they're all clean, they're all nice. Sell it all as one lot right there. Somebody who either resells them or is going to put them in a couple of pairs, go for it. There you go, for your CD-ROM, for your CD-ROM drive on the Sega Lindbergh systems, the DVP 00196, a lot of 4 of them right here. What do you guys say what I'm doing on this one right here? Put me $25 to go, $25 bid, $25 to go one time on the Lindbergh disc right here for Initial D Stage 4. It's the arcade game. $25, $25 to go one time for all the discs. 4 discs, 3 jewel cases, $25 or $35, $25 or $35, $35 bid, $35 to go one time, $25 or $35, $25 or $35, $35 bid, $35 to go one time, $25 or $35, $35 bid, $35, $45, $45 bid, $45 to go one time, $35 or $45. 35 beer, 45, 45, 45. 45 to go one time, 35 beer, 45, 45, 45. Less than $10 per disc right there. It's a good deal. 35 beer, 45. 45 bid, 45 to go one time, and it'll be also $1 through, 35 once, twice, 35 to call, $1 through, 35, 45, 45, 45, one time. So it's away, $35. 244, 244. All right, next up, lot number 58. 58 is a lot of 2. It's the Initial D Arcade Stage 6. And the ring edge, this would be the Guilty Gear XX Slash. That's right, Naomi. It's the Naomi GD-ROM. So you're getting the discs right here, clean, 2 clean discs with the jewel cases right here, factory jewel cases. We're at 50 here, 75. 50 here, 75, 75 to go one time, 50 here, 75. $75 bid, 75 to go one time, 50 here, 75. 50, and you have the security key for the Guilty Gear XX Slash right there, which is important. You need the security key to go along with that. On your GD-ROM player, however you're setting that up right there is a fighting game. Put that in, you're all set to go. 50 here, 75. $75 bid, 75 to go one time, 50 here, 75. $75 bid, 75 to go one time. Anybody else $1 through? 50 here, 75. So it's way $50. 240, 240. All right, next up, lot number 59, last lot of the night. We have a 246 Namco. This is the Magic Gate DVD arcade system right here that works with Time Crisis 3 and Tekken 4. And you get a Tekken 4 DVD-ROM and also the Time Crisis 3. And they both have the security dongles, so you could use it for either or if you just need a replacement 246 system right here. Comes with these discs. I got a $100 opening bid, 100 here, look at 2. 1, look at 2, 2 to bid, 2 to go one time, 1, look at 200. 1, look at 200 to go one time on a Magic Gate system. 2 different discs with the security dongles with them. Time Crisis 3 and Tekken 4. Take yours, take it all. It's all one piece. At 100 here, 100 and a half. 100 here, 150. 150 go one time, 100 here, 100 and a half. 100 here, look at 150. 150 go one time, 100 here, 150. 150, 150, 200. A 2 to bid, 2 to go one time, 150 here, look at 2. 150 here, look at 2, 2 to bid, 2 to go one time, 150 here, 200. $200 bid, 200 go one time, 150 here, 200. $200 bid, 200 go one time, and it also $1 through, 150, 175. 175 to go one time, 150 here, 175. 175 to go one time, 150 here, 175. 175 here, 200 to go one time, 175, look at 2. 175, look at 2, 200 bid, 200 go one time, 175, 200, 200. $200 bid, 200 go one time, and it also $1 through, 175 once, 175 going twice. Third and final call, $1 through, 175, look at 200, 200, 200, one more time. So it's way $175. 197 is the winning bidder, 197. And that is going to conclude our auction for this evening. Thank you very much. Thanks for all of you that have attended. Thanks to the crew for running it in here, and James for helping us put out that fire early on as far as our tech issues. I appreciate it. Thank you all. We'll be sending out the invoices tonight. The night is still early, so invoices will be going out. You can start collecting your items as of tomorrow. We'll be open at 9 a.m. Pacific time. If you are local, you can come on down. You can take care of your invoice. You can pick up your items right here, and you can visit. You can visit CC at Comic-Con. You can actually come to our showroom as well and check that out after work until 5 o'clock tomorrow. I don't know if you're going to Comic-Con, but Cece will be down at Comic-Con Hard Rock Hotel tomorrow to kick off the Comic-Con party down there. Since we are authorized our distributorship with Stern Pinball, we'll be setting up pinballs down there at Hard Rock. If you have any interest or want to get more information on Stern pinballs and the latest releases, which is Venom Pinball, you can feel free to give me a call or contact us at Captain's Auction Warehouse. Be happy to help you there. We'll be having our next auction, which is going to be next weekend, which is July 28th and 29th. That's Friday and Saturday, where we're going to have over 500 pieces of coin-operated amusement equipment, including pinball machines, arcade games, new, used, and the like. We've got a lot of stuff. There was a lot of great pieces that were sold here today. Please sign up if you're on our website. Sign up on our mailing list so you can be informed the next time we do have our auctions. And as always, on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, please follow us, check us out, like our pages. We'll continue to do updates and more videos of live action on some of the games. Also, find us on Instagram and follow us on Instagram. Happy to communicate with you there. Well, until the next time, I'm Chris Campbell. I want to thank you all for tuning in on all our selected channels. You're all important to us to make our business successful. We want to keep bringing you some of the best equipment that's available in the coin op market. So until next time, I'm going to go ahead and tune out with James on our website, and then we'll go ahead and I'll wrap down the other platforms as well. So be looking for your invoices tonight. Thank you very much again, and have a good evening. All right, peace out, James, on the website. Okay, and while we are still what? No, we are still broadcasting right here. And there's the guys saying goodnight to everybody online. And yeah, somebody was asking for a friend. CC, are you into cosplay? Asking for a friend.
Am I in the cosplay?
Yeah, somebody I guess is asking because I guess they're going to be down there at Comic-Con.
I won't be doing any cosplay down there.
CC won't be doing any cosplay. She's going to be cosplaying, and look for her in her captain's gear. And she looks really cosplay in captain's gear because Captain's is taking over the universe. So she's laughing right now. So asking for a friend, there you go. I know who that is too. That's awesome. All right, well, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. And if you're watching us still on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, thank you very much for tuning in. We will see you next time. Make sure you subscribe, like the channel, check out the videos, give us some feedback, talk to us, give us a call, give us an email, whatever you want to do. Till next time, thank you very much and have a good evening, okay? Take care. Captain, signing out. Auction next week. Make sure you're there. Also, I'm going to Pinball Expo in October, so if I don't see you, I'll see you there, all right? Good night, Twitch. YouTube, adios. Good night.